Hey, hello everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everybody's having a good night. Kind of weird weather here in Michigan. It's a little rainy, but it should be decent overall. So hope everyone hope everyone has been having a good week. It's been good for me. I just finished my 6th shop tour for the channel last night. That'll probably be out in early September. I had one come out today, which is live, which was an interview with Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame President Dave DeHume. And that is up. That went up at 5. Excuse me, that went up at 5 today. The next one is going to be on a company called Hoist House. Then it'll be Wrenchers, which is a custom automotive restoration shop. And then the Michigan Military Industry. I always say it wrong. I don't know why I do that. But the Michigan Military Museum that's local to us. I don't know why I can't say the title correctly. But I do hope everyone is having a good evening. Give everybody a couple minutes to get in here, and then we will get rocking and rolling. And we'll also talk about car shows, which I've been to more car shows this year than I think I have ever in my entire life put together. Excuse me. Hey, Leonard, how's everything going? How's your week going? Hope you're having a good week. So we'll give everybody a minute or two to jump in, and then we'll start talking craziness. Hey, Slimo, what's happening? Thanks for dropping by. Oh, yeah, you're in metric time in. It's tomorrow for Slimo. Slimo's in Australia. I hope the koalas and didgeridoos are treating you well. Leonard is having a slow week. Well, mine has been crazy busy. The shop tour I put out today, I tried to edit it with the old software that I use called OpenShot, and it couldn't handle it. It was about an hour and 40 minutes of straight interview, and it just was not having a good day. I tried for about 3 days to get it to work, and it didn't, so I ended up having to get a crash course in using DaVinci Resolve, which worked well, thankfully. Made it learning curve definitely, but the video actually processed, and I didn't have anywhere near the problems that I have been having lately with OpenShot. So I will be slowly upgrading into DaVinci Resolve, and once I'm familiar enough with it, I'll start doing my regular weekly uploads. But for right now, it's just going to be for the shop tours. I don't know why my camera is acting like I'm in the dark, because I'm not. I'm not quite sure. It's kind of weird. So, Slimo, what do you use, if anything, to edit your videos? I know some people have. DaVinci Resolve has been highly recommended by quite a few people. So that's what I'm going to try to stick with, I think. Once I learn the system, I think it's going to make editing a lot easier, especially with audio. That was the one thing OpenShot could never do, is correct any audio issues. Where are you hiding, Fee? Surprised I don't have a dog on me. It is raining here, and Fiona, who's normally laying on me, doesn't like the rain. I don't know what's going on with this. Sorry, I'm trying to. I do apologize. You're seeing my hand. I'm trying to get the camera to stop trying to make me go dark. The pups are good. Max has been out of the cone for about a week now, and he's doing well. And sorry, he's over there. And Fiona's doing well. She's her normal goofy self. So I'm surprised they're not up here, because normally the minute I turn on a camera, they're on top of me. But it could be the rain. I don't doubt you'll see a dog at some point in the near future. Isn't a live stream without a dog? Do you have any dogs there, Leonard? How about Slimo? I think, no, Slimo's got a couple of rescues from what he said before. Both my Dobermans are rescues. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Jack Stans. No problem, man. I appreciate you dropping by. The link, hopefully the link, I put the link up in, let me double check here. The link should be pinned at the top of the chat screen. So if anybody would like to jump on in, you are more than welcome to do so. I'm trying to upgrade and learn how a StreamYard works a little better. Yes. Fiona. Just gonna get over now, get him over here. Hitting my hand with a hammer today doing body work, so I'm gonna have a nice blood blister. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. How are you doing? Other than being at work, how are you doing, Jack Sands? Hopefully you've had a good week. I think we'll get moving. So basically, I figured we'd talk tonight about. I've been going to a absolute metric ton of car shows this year for secondary content for the channel. I found some pretty cool ones. But some definitely neat ones. There's a store that's local to me, and I'm gonna mispronounce the name. It's called Pasterners, and they sell automotive memorabilia and like diecast and stuff like that. And the quality of cars that go to that show is amazing. I'm going to be going there again Saturday morning. They do a cars and coffee, and I'm gonna try to hit it every 2 weeks. That's where I recorded the Ford GT, the 2 Porsches, the Viper, the crazy electric Henderson motorcycle from the 30s that the guy made. That's very cool build. And the Ferrari, that weird Corvette Nomad thing, and everything else. Very cool show. Leonard has 2 white huskies and a mixed breed between a police dog and a military dog. Oh, okay. I'm drawing a blank. It's not a shepherd. It's a Belgian Malinois. Is that what you have? That's the looks like a shepherd, but that's the kind of the hot military dog at the moment. Jack sends a hit high 90s, and we set up a trap for sunshade or a tarp. Yeah, it's been like right now it's in the low 70s. We have some flood warnings for my area. I'm right by the water. I'm far enough away. I shouldn't have any issues, but we'll see what happens. I normally am not too water damage prone, so fingers crossed. Simo's been drinking all night after towing my mate's 4x4 out of the beach with my drink. Well, that can make you want to have a drink. That's for sure. Jackson's. I wanted to go to a local car show last weekend and couldn't make it. Yeah, I've been to 1 or 2 car shows every weekend since spring actually started, so the beginning of May-ish, just for the extra content for the channel. It's given me an opportunity to meet a couple of people. I actually went to a car show in a town that's about 45 minutes to an hour from me called Commerce, and I met the gentleman that owned the business, and I did a shop tour with him. So that we'll be talking about that a little later. It's a company called Wrenchers. They do full car restorations, a lot of custom work. They have about 38 cars that they're working on right now. Very impressive what they're able to do. They do everything from refinishing nuts, bolts, full interior redo, including sewing, paint, bodywork, metalwork, engine builds, everything. So I think that'll be a fun thing to show off. I'm very glad to let me in as well. Hello, Jim. How you doing? I don't know if you're the Jim Norton of the radio fame. If you are, if you are or aren't, nice to have you here. Oh, okay, so Leonard, yeah, it's Belgian Malinois. We had I was in rescue for quite a while before I had transplants. That's actually where I got my 2 knuckleheads. And we only ever got 1 that I remember come through. And they're like a smaller shepherd, but they're not more aggressive per se, but they're definitely turned up a notch. Oh, and Jackson says footage from the same car he couldn't go to last year. Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I'll probably start when I finally get the Chandler done. It'll be a car shows here and there. I've never really been a go and park your car somewhere kind of guy, but I probably do it with some of the stuff. Get the channel out there a little more. It's nice to go see some cars, and especially when it's a neat show and you see so many different vehicles. I like just about everything, and exotic or kooky or special is always works out pretty well. That motorcycle that I did the short on yesterday, very cool. The guy found a basket case motorcycle. I hope at some point I'll be able to actually do a full interview with him as well and show off his bike. Found a basket case Henderson Excelsior from the 30s and piece it together, and you wouldn't know it's electric until you spot the big motor because everything else looks stock. It's a very cool build. Hey, Neverboard, how's it going? Thank you for dropping by. Oh, and he's not famous Jim, he's just regular Jim. Well, thank you for dropping by anyway. I do appreciate it. Unless I want to drive 2+ hours, I only have 2 cars, so it's I'm Metro. I'm near Metro Detroit, so I'm about, for those who, I'll do the hand. So Detroit's about here. I'm about here, and there's a ton of car stuff here. So I could go to 5 or 6 shows a weekend if I had the time or the will or wherewithal to do it. I don't. 1 or 2 is good. And like I said, I went to another show. Hopefully that's another shop tour to that. It's all interconnecting, trying to meet people and show neat stuff too. And part of it is it's good content for the channel, and it's just fun. Hey, Mater, thanks for dropping by, my friend. Okay, so then he's Jack Sands lives in Texas, I believe, and he's in Kansas. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but he's off site working. He does wind turbine customization and builds and repairs and things. Well, and Slimo is still up in his upside down land. I think we can just double check something real quick here. I hope everybody's having a fantastic evening, like I said. So yeah, I've been trying to go to a lot of car shows. Like I said, I'll be going to the Passengers one again this Saturday. That was the one where I found all those pretty neat cars that they've done real well on the channel, thankfully, in that motorcycle. And kind of a mixed bag of stuff, and it's fun. And I've never wanted to be one of the guys that just sat there with their car, though. I just like to go, say hi, see what's going on, look at some cool cars, and go. But like I said, the Chandler's probably going to require me to be a little bit more involved in things. At least with probably the cars and coffee, because I don't care about trophies. Excuse me. It would just be nice to be out there and kind of show it off and bring exposure to the channel as well. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so figure we can get into the shop tours if everybody's interested. My 3rd shop tour is out tonight. It's more of an interview than a shop tour. I interviewed the president of the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame. His name is Dave DeHim. And that's about a 35-minute video. It goes by pretty quick. There's a lot of information. There's a ton of racers that came from the state. A lot of people you might not necessarily connect to Michigan that are here. And there's a ton of racing history and a ton of car history just in general. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I was on Jack Sands Live with Mater and Pickle last night, and Lana was on there as well, and I believe Jack Sands' wife as well. Oh, that's nice. He picked up 12 subscribers off his live stream last night. That's awesome. Yeah, I've had really good views and interaction on the live streams. I don't think I've picked up any subscribers from it, but that's very cool of you, sir. Oh, it says very cool. And for everybody's information, if you are not subscribed to Bus Garage, he is, or at least was, about 2 subscribers away from hitting 10,000 subscribers today. So definitely go check out his channel. Let me see if I can link that in here real quick. I think that's worth doing. Sorry, 1 second. I do apologize. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, he is extremely close to hitting 10,000 if he hasn't already. And it should pop up his link, I would hope. So definitely go check out Bus Garage channel. He was at somewhere 5,000 or 6,000 about 2 weeks ago. His channel's exploded, so awesome dude. Definitely go check out his channel. Very much worth it. I like his content. He's been on my live stream twice. Oh, he did hit. All right, awesome. He did hit 10,000 subscribers. I just looked at the link I sent. Yeah, he did hit 10,000. So that is very cool. Very much a congratulations to my friend. He's going to be at the No Name Nationals as well. He's friends with a lot of bigger channels as well, so that's pretty cool. It's nice to have somebody that's kind of in the mix, and he's a very cool guy. I'm very happy for him. Yeah, never worth talking about. There's in the Michigan Make series tonight that I put out. There's two museums that I needed to go to that were mentioned, and it's the Gilmore and R.E. Olds Museum. Michigan, Michigan Motorsports Historic, Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame. I've got too many shop tours in my brain right now. Had a presence in both the R.E. Olds Museum and the Gilmore Museum. They're on that west side of the state. I have not gotten to them yet. That's someplace I hope to go. Hopefully this winter when everything kind of dies out a little bit and I might hopefully have a chance to go. Gilmore is humongous. There's a ton of stuff there. It's a nationally recognized museum. And I just learned about the R.E. Olds museum earlier this year. This rain is drying me out here, sorry. See, that may be because I went around subscribing to other internet channels yesterday. Oh, that's possible. Yeah, that can help. Again, I'm going to probably say this every time. So a big part of why I'm doing this is to expose other channels to everybody. We've got a great community of people in the car channel YouTube stuff, and I'm hoping to expand that. And if you see somebody in here that you don't know, go check out their channel and give them a subscription. Let them know why you're there. And there's a lot of awesome people. And Never Word S10 did his first live stream this week, and that was awesome. It was good to see him doing that. So yeah, there's tons of people that make a lot of great content, and lucky to be friends with a lot of them. So definitely go check them out. And especially if you have not checked out the No Name Nationals, that's the race that we're doing in September. For anybody that has a YouTube channel that has over 500 subscribers, you sign up for it. You can go to Missouri and race. And it sounds like a real big kind of family picnic with drag racing involved, and I'm looking forward to going. That's a big reason why I'm trying to get the Chambler done. So that is another group of amazing channels and a very supportive community. Yeah, I've noticed that there's a lot of car shows too. It's a solid 3.5 hour drive for me. So it's one of those things where if I'm going to go, I'm probably going to have to stay. So I want to try to make it a weekend trip. I've been trying to go with a couple of my friends that are real into cars that hopefully we'll be seeing in the next couple of weeks, as I need help with the Chambler to do a lot of the other stuff that I'm just not going to have time to. And they're more than capable of doing it. And we've talked about a bunch of us just going out there and spending like a weekend, at least driving out there, having a decent time at guys trip, which we haven't done in a long time. If things happen as you get older and, people have kids and jobs change and free time isn't always as free. Yeah, that's a good point. If you do go to somebody's channel, at least watch a video or two. Try to leave a like. Try to leave a comment, because YouTube is real funny with what they consider subscribing to people. I know I've had the weirdest week and a half. A lot of my friends have had some awesome success. Junkyard Necromancer hit 1,000 this last week, and his channel's growing. Honest Peyton's Seed Shop hit 1,000 just recently, and their channel's growing. Buffs is growing huge. And it was really, even New Guys Garage has been having a pretty good week. And it's been a turd. Last week was kind of a turd. I had great watches, but no subscribers, and everything kept bouncing around. So it's a little discouraging, but I'm just going to keep going. I think a lot of the stuff I'm doing this longer. It's going to take longer to soak in. I think when some of the stuff is finally done, and when the next project that's going in after the Chambler comes up, I think it's going to help. I think it'll definitely help. I wanted to put my truck in 4x4 Gilmore show, but I got the trailer in there. Oh, okay. So he wanted to put his I'm suing your S10 is what you mean. He's got is it a mud racer or a dirt racer? I apologize for, I guess technically either. Nice little hot rod. My style, nice and tall and big tires, loud noises, Oh, yeah, okay. So he's far enough away from Gilmore as well that he would have to trailer it. Oh, hey, Landon, thanks for dropping in. Like I said, I think that link is up. Okay, it's a street dirt truck. Okay, I wasn't sure. I know you can kind of mix and match, but I knew you had at least, it looked like it was fairly purpose built. You could do a lot of stuff with it, but I wasn't sure if you built it for a class or something like that. Oh, awesome! That's nice. Yeah, Landon, that's cool, Landon. So Landon's heading towards his 3,000 subscriber giveaway. That's very cool. I'm trying to figure out what to do for my 1,000. I don't know. I'd like to do something, but I really don't have the money to get anything per se. So I'm trying to figure out what I have that might be cool to someone who I want. And I'm not really sure. I give people cardboard templates and chunks of Chandler material, but I don't really want to give anybody tetanus. So, never worth saying no mud ever with that one. Yeah, because you'll never get it out. Once you start mudding, yeah, you have to take the whole damn thing apart. And Landon's gonna think I'm gonna do $50 gift card or something. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was any rules on giving money away. I wasn't sure how that worked. You can educate me on that because I could probably do something like that, but I just don't have the money to do anything major or I can't give like cars away like Cletus or McFarlane or Junkyard or Bicycle Garage or anybody does. So I think we'll get into it quick before the silliness starts. Just in case, I will do this again. If anybody, it's pinned at the top as well, or at least it should be. But there's a link again if anybody's interested in jumping in. You are more than welcome to do so. It's winter here and proves the Earth is not flat. That's not, well, yeah, it isn't flat because for a lot of reasons. But we could be on the back of a turtle, though. At least half of us. I guess you'd be on the under chassis of the turtle. Hopefully you're not by the tugus. No, at some point it'd be interesting. Just for the car scene alone, I'd like to go to Australia. Everything else about it just makes you not want to go, unfortunately. Truck is made in America twice, but no third time. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, trust me, that there's. I've thought about trying to just get the damn Chambler done, but whatever I don't do now, I'm going to be doing the minute I get it back because there's going to be things that I'm going to have to do no matter what. So I'm trying to deal with the fact that it's 6 weeks later in the build and I'm 6 weeks behind per se. It's frustrating, and I lost a lot of time this last week with my editor having little hiccups. And I'm glad I switched to DaVinci Resolve, which I think is going to make things easier, but it just was not the way I wanted to do it. I didn't want to do a crash course. Oh, there you go. You can do you can go tough truck, and then you could rebuild it again 4 or 5 times. Jackson's insane. I think we'll share the show. So I went to it's good, actually good. So I signed up to go to PRI again this year, and as far as I know, my attendance is set up because I hope it is because I've already got the hotel room booked. PRI is a performance racing industry. It's the sort of racing industry side of SEMA. SEMA's in Vegas in the end of November. I'm sorry, the end of October, beginning of November. And that's where you see all the flashy builds and all the cool stuff and all the Bluetooth drive shafts and the cars that don't work. PRI is an Indy in first week in December, basically, or December 7th, 8th, and 9th. And it is racing focused, industry focused in terms of the machinery, tooling. The big companies that make stuff are there. Most of your major CNC and machining manufacturers and tool makers are there as well. And that is where I was able to start talking to companies to start my Michigan Make series. I started a series this year where I wanted to highlight the amazing and vast stuff that gets made in the state. It's not just the big three, and everybody does think of that for good reason because that is such a focus. But you can have anything you want made from raw materials, design, paint, prototyping, testing, machining, millwork, forging. You name it, it's done and can be done here. And you can do it from start to finish. And I was lucky enough to meet Sweet Manufacturing, A&A Manufacturing, who were the 2 first companies that let me come to their factory and facilities and do a shop tour, which is awesome. I met about another 12 people, and I've been playing phone tag with some of them, and nothing's come of that so far. I've had 4 more things pop up, and actually, I met the video I released today with Dave DeHim, the president of Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame. I met him because I was doing research for my Sweet manufacturing tour video, because Sweet was started by Randy Sweet, who was very much a Smokey Yunick type figure in Michigan. I'm helping everyone knows who Smokey Yunick is, but Sweet is the stuff they make is impressive, and Randy was a very impressive guy. And most race cars have a Sweet part in it, whether they realize it or not. They make a ton of steering components, a lot of other safety equipment as well. But I met him because I was trying to do research for my Sweet video, and I simply said, "Hey, do you want to do an interview?" And he said, "Yeah, let's do it." I sat down with him right about 3.5 weeks ago, and finally, it's about a month from when I film one of those to when I release it. So I'm trying to fit it into my regular schedule of videos, and it also is a lot of back end work, because every single photo that's in that video, and there's probably about 150, I've had to find, crop, edit, size, shuffle, fit into the video, as well as edit the video. So it takes a lot of time to do it. It's well worth it, but it definitely takes time. All right, I'm yammering a bit. Hey, thank you for dropping by, Duckster. Yeah, Randy Sweet is a legend. I was very glad to meet the gentleman that run the place now. Randy, unfortunately, died a few years ago. He left the company to 8 of his employees. They're a 40-person staff, and they are super duper dedicated. And there's a lot of guys that have been there 30, 40 years. They're going to have to retire just because they physically have to. They don't necessarily want to, but they're getting to that point, and that's dedication you just don't see anymore. And the same thing with A&A, which was actually my first shop tour. A&A is in Spring Lake. Sweet is in Kalamazoo, Michigan. A&A makes hard parts and tabs, mounting brackets, things you can customize for cars, race cars, off-road stuff. And they're extremely dedicated as well. And they make a lot of cool stuff, and I'm very glad I got to do that stuff. Yeah, I would have loved to meet Randy, or met Randy, because he sounds like he was, they call him the Kalamazoo Kamikaze. Apparently they called him that for a reason, because he was definitely, he lived life to the fullest, that's for sure. I don't know where, that is true, I don't know where Pickle is. And somebody sound the pickle arm. Pickle! We'll see if that works. Yeah, Randy Sweet is a cool name, and he also made some really cool stuff. So I think we'll start sharing this stuff. If I actually learn how my brain works. There we go. Okay. So my first shop tour was at A&A Manufacturing, and they make fabrication tabs and equipment for race cars. I'll try to zip through this real quick. They make components they make a lot of tabs and equipment, custom brackets for brake mounts, pretty much anything you might need. It's a hard part or a fabrication part. You don't want to spend the time to do it. They make all kinds of quick coupling and different stuff. I'm trying to find some neat looking stuff here real quick. Sorry, I haven't been on their site in a little while. But they have in the video, if you watch the video, they have a 200-ton press that they actually had to drop in through the top of the building. They had to pour a super duper thick pad in the concrete. That machine will never come out of their building, because literally it's part of the building now. You couldn't take it out without cutting another giant hole in the roof. And it's kind of technically small by most stamping. High volume stamping production is done on hundreds of tons or thousands of tons, but it'll definitely, they can stamp 5/8 thick plate, which is impressive. And yeah, they make pretty much everything in-house. They make all these tabs, all these brackets, componentry. They have a lot of other Brown and Sharp screw machines, and they're very neat. They have a mechanical cam timing center or set up within them, and literally the machine follows these giant hand-shaped cams, and the cams tell the machine to cut this, part this, thread this, shoot this, move this, chamfer this, and spit out the part. So it's very neat. It's glad I got to do it. I think the video is well worth the watch. Mater said he found some old cool Ford products today that are going to be crushed soon. Oh, that's too bad, man. Well, what can you save any of it? Awesome. Yeah, Neverboard said he made it to the pole barn. I'll join in a rain. Sorry, I'll join if the rain lets up. Rain and metal roofs are loud. Yeah, that would be a rather interesting sound system. Is there anyone that manufactures a better front suspension system for AMC Javelins at PRI? PRI wouldn't be the place for it, but let me see if I can. Oh crap. Let me look that up real quick. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, darn it. Because I've actually, cause I have AMCs and I've considered doing this. Unfortunately, the AMCs I have are the wrong years. Hopefully I can find this. I'll never find it looking through the. I think it's this company. I should know. Yeah, this company. It's called Control Freaks, and they are not cheap. That is going to be your biggest problem. They are extremely expensive. Hey, Breezy, thank you for dropping by, sir. They're very expensive. There are a couple of companies. Actually, Leonard, probably the best way we talking about it. If you want to send me a way to contact you by email or something, info 6% recycled. I've got a lot of this stuff saved. I'll never find it tonight on the stream, but there's a couple companies and there's other components you can upgrade. Some factory stuff. There's a company that makes a willow disc brake conversion that's not horribly priced. I've actually thought about my 63. I want to bag it, and there is a company that makes equipment for that. But unfortunately, what you'll probably notice is AMC stuff was ball and trunnion up until I think the end of the 60s, and nobody was ball and trunnion past most of the 50s. So it does make it kind of complicated, but there are companies like this Control Freak that make some pretty neat stuff. And I don't think you have to buy it all at once, but none of it's cheap. Hey, Dougster. Doug took a video of a retired late model asphalt racer that has a sweet manufacturing orbital valve and sweet power steering pump. And and with Sweet, if they've made it, if they make a ton of steering components, they make some very precision stuff. If they made it and it has a problem, you send it back to them and they can fix pretty much anything as long as you didn't destroy it completely. Anything they've sold, they will fix. It's not cheap. I'm sorry, it's not free. I don't know the actual cost. You'll have to talk to them. It will likely depend on what it is. But the stuff they make, it's important to them to keep it going. Oh, and the driver was also paraplegic. That's very well. Not awesome. He's a paraplegic. It's awesome he's doing it. I saw your tour of rack and pinion steering facility. Awesome. I do appreciate that, man. Yeah, and the stuff they make, I'm assuming it was Sweet because that's the only one I've done so far. There's a couple other companies I'm talking to that are more for road car stuff than racing stuff. But the stuff Sweet makes is damn impressive. It truly is. I bet someone makes a Mustang 2 kit. It's possible. I know that specifically that the Street Freak company, and there's one or two others, I'll look them up and verify it. It's the AMC uses a Mustang, like an older Mustang. You know, the spring is over top of the upper control arm, so it limits you in what you can do there as well, some of it. But I know that this stuff fits. AMC's got some weird ways that they did things, and that's kind of part of the problem. There's always ways to convert stuff. I know that, like for the old Denside and Momside Fords, you can do a Crown Vic subframe swap because the Crown Vics from the mid 80s to when they stopped making them in the town cars were bolt-in front suspension. It's an aluminum cross member, and it makes the night and day handling difference if you're trying to make a handling car. But that's one of those things that's too big. At least in that setup, that would be cheap, but it's too big because it's large car truck based. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, but companies like Control Freak, and I'll try to quickly look up another one. Oh, that's interesting. He had one of their systems, and it raised the front end too far. That's really weird. I thought they were coilovers. Well, that's good to know because I've thought about looking into it. Like I'm gonna do the bag, and I have a '63 Rambler 4 door, and I wanna drop it and bag it, just slam it. So I found that there's one of the forums had a full list of the parts you needed to bag them, because you use some of the old stuff and you convert some other stuff, and so I'm definitely interested in looking into that. But that's kind of too bad that raised it. I know there's another company. I'll have to look. S&W race car. So Leonard, check S&W race cars. They have a lot of quality stuff. Not sure if they have your exact needs, but worth a look. That's cool too. I have to mark that down as well. Let me see if I can zip back out and see if there was another. I thought there was another company. Huh. Let's see what this is real quick. This is from Speedway. That's not going to help anybody. Oh yeah, here's Mustang 2. Excuse me. No, thank you very much. Stop sending me ads. Sorry. See, yeah, it's more of a general. Still not bad. It looks like it uses stuff from later model Fox bodies as well. So that might be an easy way to convert some things. Huh. There's no cross member though. I'll have to look into. Yeah, there's definitely companies out there. Sorry that didn't work out. Want to pull. 6 wants to pull up to places and lay on a skid. And yeah. These ducks. No, I haven't seen planes, trains, and automobiles in a long time. No, I'd like to. I'm gonna have a really tall Chambler. I'd like to have a slam Chambler. I actually want to, because they're both 4 doors. The '63 I have is a white one. I kind of like that body style more than the Chambler body style. This is '65. So what I really was thinking was making it try to look like a British touring car of the era, because they raced Falcons and stuff like that, and they were largely 4 doors. So I thought that would be kind of a neat way to do it, to make it look sort of period racer. I don't know. I've got period racer in the brain for right now from all the Chandler stuff I'm thinking of. I'm understanding if I raise the rear to make it level, living in the mountains, it would make it squirrely. Gotcha. Yeah, no, and I totally understand. I definitely can see. I'm actually very kind of disappointed that it raised the suspension. That's weird. I wonder if it's just a geometry change or how the crossbar bolt. That's definitely weird. Yeah. Thank you, Neverword. I do appreciate that as well. I'm gonna have to try to remember that. Actually, I might as well look at that now since we're here. Infinity race cars. Okay. This would be S&W race cars. Hopefully, it'll open. They definitely have a lot of everything. There might be something you can simply make a kit together with, but yeah. That's very cool. I wonder where this company is. Every time I look up a company now, I try to figure out where they're located, because I keep looking for companies to add to my list of people to call and pester about having a shop tour, or nicely remind. Let's see, where are these guys? Oh, they're in Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm trying to limit my shop tour stuff to Michigan, simply because there's so much in Michigan. I could go do a shop tour every day for the rest of my life and never hit every company in Michigan that makes something cool. Yeah, so that's S&W Performance Group. Okay, so we probably had to get back to what I was actually starting with. Yeah, so A&A makes a ton of race car fabricator parts. They've also ventured out in UTVs and Jeeps and 4-wheel drive stuff. So they're an awesome company. They're in Spring Lake, Michigan. Little town, 11 guys that work there, super dedicated. Neat little building. They've got a lot of cool tooling. And definitely, if you need fabrication parts or any kind of brackets and tabs you think you might need to make something, especially the little stuff. They can stamp it out, and it's nicely made. It's well coated and protected, and it's worth the money because they're not extremely expensive for what you're getting. It's a quality thing. Sweet. So Sweet Manufacturing was my second shop tour, and they make tons and tons and tons of steering stuff and tons of race car components in general. Let's see if where's that thing here. There we go. So the history of Randy Sweet real quick. Randy was very much a Smokey Yunick type figure. No formal education, we're saying, in vehicle stuff, but back was engineer, but to the next level, because what they make and what they made and what he innovated was huge. He set and broke a bunch of track records with this thing. And the rocket car, and basically this car, it's in the video I made in the tail end footage of him breaking the record. It is a limited late model with no top on it. I know it's a specific category for that, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. And there's a giant Lexan sheet on the driver's side, which might be a little hard to tell, but it's this sheet. And since he used that and did it, there's been about 6 people that have done it in dirt. Dave talks about that in my video for the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame. And you wouldn't think it would work, but it makes sense when you actually see what it does. It makes the car quite a bit faster. Excuse me. Well, holy crap. And we have the Picklage. What's up, dear Picklage? Yeah, everybody, please welcome Pickle. Slimo actually was wondering where you were. He was going to send out the search dogs for you there, Pickle. He was quite confused. There was no Pickle. But yeah, so the invite is pinned at the top. So if anyone is interested in jumping on in, feel free to do so. I'll go back to Sweet real quick and show you some of the... I'm afraid if I go to their catalog, it's going to bump me into something else. But some of the, well, it's not, yeah, unfortunately, I'm trying to show you some of the neat stuff they make, because some of the stuff they make is pretty damn impressive. They make something like 40 different versions of U-joints. You can have them customized and made to your specification within reason as well. They do a lot of stuff. There were things I couldn't show in the video because they're proprietary in terms of how they're manufactured and designed, and they didn't want that out, and I fully understand that. There's definitely something to be said when you make a part. If you make a good part, everybody wants to try to make that same part. But they were one of the first companies that made steering racks. Like, they were one of the first groups that made collapsible steering joints, which this unfortunately is a bad photo of. Let's see if I can. Sorry, I'm trying to make. I thought I was going to have this little bird prepared, but hey, to each his own. There we go. So they were one of the first companies that started making the quick release steering couplers. And it's not going to. It's not, sorry, it's not going to give me a bigger. Basically, if you look at the racing wheels, you'll see that coupler behind it, and the guys will push and pull it towards the steering wheel, and it pops the steering wheel off. They're one of the first companies that made them. They make quite a few of them now. Randy was extremely big on safety, and a big part of that was steering stuff. Yeah, yep. That's oh, I can't remember. I do apologize. Dave, to him in the interview, had mentioned that it was an open top limited late model, and that record that he broke with that car was in the mid '80s, if I remember correctly. Yes, I'm going with the 6% up on the Chambler. I haven't been able to work on it too much since then. As soon as I get a chance to talk to my friend who's got the vinyl cutter, I'm going to see what they can do within reason. I've got that first. I shared a real quick mock-up I did that first night when we decided. When you guys helped me on that live stream, it's in the community tab in my page, my channel. So it's in there. If you scroll back, you'll see the real quick one I did, but the font's not quite right. It needs to be tweaked. But I think it'll work out. And then I can make 6 up yours in the back and a lot of stuff like that. He didn't get the notification. I'm so surprised. I wonder. It's like my channel's been excommunicated the last 2 weeks. You never know. Snowboard saying the only way I can get my white truck is with the quick release on the steering wheel. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a very tall truck. Definitely check out, if you guys haven't, check out his channel. He's serious. He likes that truck and he races it. He's definitely very serious about it. Yeah, and like I said, Pickle, Slimo was kind of getting worried about you. Both Randy Sweet and 2-time Indy winner Gordy Johncock drove for my friend Dave's dad's used car lot, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. Yeah, it's funny. Everybody, I didn't realize that Randy Sweet was here. That's much to my own discredit, or quite the level of importance he actually had in the racing community until I started doing the shop tour and started researching sweet manufacturing. Very cool guy. It's a shame I didn't get to meet him, but it's I know I'm pumping my own videos here, but if you watch the shop tour of sweet manufacturing, his setup is very much like if you've ever seen like Stapleton 42 has a tour of the Petty compound for Richard Petty, and Randy did the same thing. It's his house is the very front of the sweet manufacturing headquarters, and he started in his garage, then he built a building, then he built another building, then he built another building, then he made a big building over here, then he built another building over here, then he built a building here, and a building back here, and then he made a short course racetrack in the very back so he could go test stuff that he developed. So it's neat. I included an aerial photo in the video, but it's very much he just as he needed stuff, he kept going. Yeah, Gordy Johncock is from Hastings, Michigan. I wouldn't be surprised if he was in the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame. That's a name we didn't bring up, but I'll try to check it later. It might be. Not that it's tall. It's more of my ass didn't fit between the steering wheel and the roll. Well, yeah, that happens. Yeah, you got to climb into it, and you got to get yourself around safety equipment. So yeah, you're definitely gonna have limitations. Yeah, the suite was very cool. They're very hospitable. They make some really awesome stuff. They have very cool manufacturing components. It was neat to see the juxtaposition between A&A uses a lot of older quality tools, but they're holding like 5-10 thou tolerance. On the small end, because what they're making is stamp parts. The likelihood of anybody just simply using something without grinding or modifying it is low for a lot of the stuff they make. And Sweet, they're less than a human hair. They're thousands and down. Some of the stuff they make is extremely precision dependent. Leonard's got to go. He's got to eat dinner. Great connect. Yep. Oh, yes, make sure. I do appreciate you coming by, Leonard. Thank you so much. And yeah, like I said, shoot me an email and I'll dig up the stuff that I've saved for my Rambler projects and try to send it to you. Hopefully that will be useful, and hopefully the S&W race car is useful as well. Look at Pickle dropping the moderator. Yeah, Pickle is the best moderator in the business here. So. Oh, Duckster's got to go. Lady Duckster needs my help. Bye, everyone. Take it easy, Doug. Thank you very much for dropping by. As we get through, hopefully you haven't left yet. Send her a couple more emails. We're going to try to do something with the cross-channel thing from Michigan. If your other buddies are interested, have them drop the line to info at 6% recycled, and we'll figure out how all that's going to go. But yes, bye, sir. There's Duckster's link. And that Sid Bid, if you don't know, or Sid Bids, is Slimo. So definitely check him out. He's got some cool videos going on. Awesome. Thank you, Duckster. Have a good night, my friend. Say hi to Mrs. Duckster for me. Yeah, and Mater's Workshop. Definitely go check out Mater. Mater will likely be leaving here in a couple minutes if he's not already left. He does a live stream on Mondays and Wednesdays on his channel. So definitely go check him out. I'm dry. This weather's really driving me out. I do apologize, everybody. Hey, I can't talk. Yeah, so I think we'll go to the next one, which is, I could just go back to Google, but that'd be too easy. So my interview that I released today in my Michigan Make series was the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame, and like I said a couple times now, I interviewed President Dave DeHim, and I was lucky enough to do that. I met him through researching the video for Randy Sweet for Sweet Manufacturing. So the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame they have, I think he said there are around 400 inductees. They started in the very early 80s. And basically it's a who's who of people from Michigan, and covers a little bit of everybody. They've got 5 categories and a couple of lifetime awards and special awards for people that were involved in racing in the periphery, like track owners, engine builders, press media, that kind of stuff. They do an annual dinner in November to honor. Normally they try to shoot for about 10 inductees, but they can be anywhere. If there's ties, there can be more inductees as well. And their once yearly induction ceremonies in the first week of November. I'm hopefully going to be able to go to it this year. I might not, just depends on timing and funds. But it's in Mount Pleasant. I'm definitely interested in going to it because I think it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, there's a little bit of everybody in here. They have a benevolent fund. They have. Sorry. If you are interested, they don't have a physical location at the moment. They're trying to get one. They've had a presence in both the Gilmore Museum and the R.E. Olds Museum that are here in Michigan. Gilmore's humongous. Definitely worth a go-to. And the R.E. Olds is new to me. It's in Lansing, and it's definitely something I want to check out. They accept donations. They're a 501c3 nonprofit. They also have a collection of memorabilia. We discussed it quite a bit in the video. But they have a lot of stuff that is looking for some place to display it, and they have it all climate controlled, and they still get stuff mailed to them every couple of weeks from people that have stuff from family members that have passed away that raced in the state, and so they're keeping it all until they can find a place that they are going to be able to house these things at. They're talking with racetracks and some other stuff because they are an all volunteer group, and it would be extremely expensive to run that type of museum unless they find a donor, which I believe they're actively looking for. But until you find one, it can be hard. You put in the same time I put my comment in. Pickle, did you see my junkyard video from? No, that's the one that Mater was talking about. I'm gonna have to try to watch that after I do this tonight as well. Go check out Mater's channel. He mentioned that there were some Fords that were going to get crushed near him in a junkyard, so that must have been what he's talking about. I'm heading out. Yep, Mater does his live stream and on his channel Mondays and Wednesdays, like I said. So this is probably going to go quite a bit like it always does, but definitely go check out Mater's stuff. Go check out his channel. He does some cool live streams. Go check him out on Mondays. Just not every other Monday, because that's when my group of silly people that I hang out with on a regular basis, we do our live stream. But definitely check him out. His channel is very cool. Pickle saying, haven't seen it. I have a lot of videos to catch up on. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Pickle. There's a lot of channels. I like these guys, and I try very hard to watch their content, guys and girls. Try to watch their content, and I've just been slammed. This last week was just a bear with having to re-edit that video 2 and 3 times. It was an hour and 40 minutes plus straight footage from one long interview and then some secondary stuff. And my old editing software could not handle it. And that's why I got a crash course in using DaVinci Resolve, which I'm glad I planned on starting to use it. But not like that. That was not the way I wanted to use it. Yep, and have a good night, Mater. I appreciate you dropping by, my friend. And there's Mater's Workshop. Definitely go check his channel out. And never wore us since he's behind with everyone. I'm trying to cut. Yeah, it's taken me as much as like 3-4 days to a week to watch a 15-minute video from one of my friends. I watch it in chunks. It's whenever I have 5 minutes to stop and sit down. And the problem is I'm going so much within reason for my limitations that if I sit down and I'm not doing something, I'm probably gonna take a nap. It's like I'm 7,000 years old. Hey, Junkyard Necro showed me how to open my. Yes, that is true. Yeah, Junkyard is multi-talented. Junkyard did a short for the 4th of July on how to Americans open their beer, and it involves a chainsaw. So it's definitely worth going to check out. His channel is grown a lot in the last 2 weeks. He just hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you have not checked out the Junkyard Necromancer's channel, definitely do so. Myself, Junkyard, Witty's Garage, Pickle, New Guys Garage, and New Guys Guitar, we do a epic live stream on Junkyard's channel every other Monday. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And it's Shenanigans. And we stay on topic, much like I stay on topic here, for a solid 10 minutes or so. And then things, shiny things. Yeah, Pickle had a video where that is on your channel. You just shared it in Discord, Pickle. I'm sorry if I didn't. If I'm behind on everybody, but apparently Canadians use a hockey puck. So yeah, Jack stands. Good Lord, Junkyard has a very cool logo. I appreciate it. I think I can say that for everybody, and we do try real hard to have fun because at the end of the day, this is supposed to be fun. There's too much crap everywhere, and there's too much fighting. This is supposed to be fun. It's having a good time. It's picking on people with fun. Like if I'm not messing with you, I probably don't like you. I'm probably just not going to talk to you. So there's going to be some sarcasm and harassment. It's just a general rule. Well, yeah, you don't have ice. Do you even have like regular like street hockey over there in Upside Down, Lance Limo? Yeah, Oops, all right. That's weird. It keeps. No, we're not just okay. What I was trying to highlight is this comment. Yes, we try Neverboard. We definitely do. And no, we are not going to be discussing mummers tonight. If you want to have basically watch a couple of grown adults almost wet themselves from laughter, go check out Pickle's channel stream from Friday, the last hour of it. It was a 4-hour stream. And he'll tell you what a mummer is. I will not bring up mummers tonight. I think mummers, you need to go watch. It's best in live form with Pickle. Come here, Max. It's very much worth the watch, but definitely go check out his channel. Do it. You can watch his whole stream, but the last hour is when it went off the rails a bit. Would be a nice way to put it. Hey, Jack Stans, what's happening?
Hi guys, hi 6%. Finally made it home. Got my internet rebooted. I did an entire live stream yesterday without my internet. I had to use my phone as a hotspot. And towards the end, my phone was smoking hot. But here I am.
They tend to do that.
Yes. A good 2 hours there. Oh, there's the link to Pickles Live, I think. That's got the
cool.
mummers comment there.
And I do think we need to let the mummers be mummers. Definitely go watch Pickle's stream because we're not going to do it justice because we were also so tired by that point, and you have to watch it live. It is worth the goofiness.
This laptop didn't even come out of my backpack at work today. I was busy today.
Neverboard's asking, did anyone check out the live stream of the volcano in Iceland that erupted? Crazy stuff. I did not. Whoop. And we lost Jack Stans. Well, you're more than welcome to come back on, my friend. Hopefully you just had some trouble with his internet there. Yeah, I did not know that I'm so in my own little garage-based world. My garage is back here in case I haven't said that 1,000 times before. That's crazy. Oh, that'll be more crappy. Well, so was that Pickle's fault as well? Because he set the fires in Canada. I'm beginning to wonder if that's on him as well. Yeah, so this is the link to Pickle's stream. Definitely go. It is worth your time. As soon as you're done watching this stupidity, go check out Pickle's stream from last Friday. And definitely, you can watch the whole thing. You're more than welcome to. There's some entertaining stuff as well. But that last hour is well worth the once he describes what a mummer is, it just goes right down the rail, just right off to all the trains wreck at the same time. It is hilarious. It was a hell of a lot of fun. So I know I can handle being called upside down and metric, but half my stuff is impure. Oh, I know. Jack stands. If you can hear me, it's saying your device is not connected because he's trying to get back in, and I have a little hazard arrow that's saying it's not. I don't know if I can show that or not. Probably no, I can't. It says you're not connected. So hopefully he's able to come back in. Hey, New Guy's Guitar, what's happening, my friend? If you need music for your channel and you'd like to not have to worry about copyright issues, go check out New Guy's Guitar. That's Tom. If you like some of his original music, please feel free to let him know what you'd like. You can actually send an email. I think you have to send it to his brother, though. And you can use his music in your videos for free. Just make sure you mention him and let everybody know. It helps you and it helps him. So that's awesome. Hey, Junkyard, or Jack says, what's happening?
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, you disappeared and came back.
I clicked the link. I thought I was going to have the link open on another tab for
It took you with it?
the pickle. Yeah, and it took me. Phew, I disappeared.
Yeah. Hey, Does on a special. What's happening, my friend? Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, hey, new Guy's Guitar. We just did the spiel. I am being serious. It's been about 2.5 months now. I've been using Tom's stuff exclusively in my videos. I like his music. He's actually working on something for me for the intro for my Michigan Make series. Because right now I'm using a different song. He's making something that sounds different, but it's got his own flavor to it. So I think that'll be nice because I'd like to use his stuff. I want to promote his channel. He makes some cool stuff, makes cool videos, makes cool music. So I'm glad to have him as a friend. And there is Does Nothing Specials link. Yeah, Does Nothing Special is very entertaining. And if he ends up on your night again, we can have the dueling guys in the background that are in black backgrounds. Because he and Tom from New Guy's Guitar tend to be in the shadows.
Yeah. I have another background, but it's over there stuck magnetically to the garage door, so I'd have to move the tripod and the whole setup. But
yeah, it's just that the poster from the company I worked at a million years ago, and couch and a dog you can't see. So
now and then the dog will get up, we see him.
Well, yeah, if I get up, he'll just stand right in front of the camera. I've still got to go through that and cut that into a short or something.
Right.
He's about 4 feet tall and about 4 feet long, and he's right around 90 pounds, and he thinks he's a lap dog. And I don't know if you know Dobermans, but they're, other than a Greyhound, they're pretty much just, they're about the boniest dog on earth, and they're all muscle. So it's like having just a series of elbows just driven into you constantly.
Yeah, they're pretty bony.
Hey, Twisted Mopar, what's happening? Thank you for dropping by, sir. Yes. Tom from New Guys Star said he is Batman. So, well, I think you're gonna have to fight Dozen on the special. You guys can be like, you got to figure out who's Robin or Batgirl or however that works.
Surgeon told him to stop drumming.
Dozen special might come on a little bit. He's up to dinner. Yep. You guys are more than welcome to. No one. It is not a requirement by any means, but I always greatly appreciate it. Having you guys here in the chat, interacting, hitting the like button, all that stuff greatly helps me. All this stuff helps with the YouTube algorithm and all that craziness. It also makes it more fun because it's as much fun as we're having on here. I know guys can have as much in the chat as well. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. The chat moves quickly enough. If I miss something and you need me to know it or want me to say it again, and I'll see it in the chat. Because I'm not ignoring anybody, but sometimes it just goes by way too quick.
Does Nothing Special says hey, he's good at being in the shadows.
Everyone's in the shadows. I'm doing great, Twisted Mopar. Hopefully everybody else is doing well as well.
As a kid growing up, we started with Dobermans and went to Rottweilers. And then from Rottweilers, we went to German Shepherds.
Yeah. I kind of went backwards.
Yeah.
I've always had before these two. I've never had a purebred dog. I got very lucky because I know that I'm in enough of the Doberman groups and done enough rescue stuff that they can have a lot of health problems. And both these idiots are going to be 11 this year, and they're both remarkably healthy for large
11-year-old dogs. Yeah.
Because Fiona was a puppy mill breeder and Max was a puppy mill dog.
Oh,
So
wow.
to have them, well, they're both rescues, but
Yeah.
to have them both be healthy, and they're about 6 months apart in age. So to have them both healthy, I'm very, very happy.
Well, my
Yes.
parents, my dad's goal was always to be a breeder, and the only time they were actually successful at it was with the German Shepherds. And they weren't running a puppy mill, but they had several females, so they were nice to them. They rotated and kept them away from the males, so they'd have a chance, time or two off, you know, so they weren't constantly having litters and everything. So because they were their pets too, they took good care of them. Each one of them had their own fenced-in yard, basically a kennel. I think it was 100 feet by, oh goodness, 75 feet, for each dog. So it was not small kennels. It's not like the cage you keep them in the house or the crate. You know, and then they often got to come inside, especially the male dog Bo. He was notorious for opening gates. You had to keep a carabiner in each gate latch, or he'd open it. He was also notorious for opening round doorknobs. Once he figured that
Yes.
one out, you could not lock him into the house unless you put the deadbolt on. There was a few times he got out anyway. He would just push that with his nose and open the door, and out he'd go. So he was quite an interesting dog. Very smart.
That's the thing
Legend
with
of Eldana.
I think people, especially when I was doing rescue stuff, people don't realize you adopted a smart dog. If you don't give them something to do, they're going to find something to do, and you're not going to like it. Because they will do
For
whatever
sure.
they can to get your attention, and it's not going to be. They're not going to start folding laundry. They're going to eat something you value. They're going to do something you don't like. So
So
you
true.
have to spend time with them. You have to train them.
And continually train them,
Yeah. And Dan,
and entertain them.
Tom put out a new video this week, The Legend of Eldano, which is about his brother Dan, who's New Guy's guitar or garage. I don't know why I do that. They're so similar. And in channel name only, everything else is very different about them, even though they're brothers. But yeah, definitely go check out his channel and look for the Legend of Eldano. Nothing like giving a man who has no ego issues a song about himself. That could never go wrong.
A song about himself.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, Pickle's got a shepherd. Yes, he does, and she's always much like my Dober potato heads. That's Max's face, by the way.
Dover tater heads.
His shepherd's always with him. Oh, yeah, and my friend Lauren. That's Lauren H. That's my friend Lauren. Actually, was working on her van for today. Her dog is Mr. Watson, and she's got
Oh,
a pit bull mix. She said,
oh,
"Yeah." Max says hi to her. Charlie Watson says hi to Max. So thank you.
okay.
Yeah, so she'll be a quick video on her van out next week.
There you go.
Yeah, and Slimo's got a lot of rescue dogs too, and his current one Smudge who he's said that a couple times when we talked about dogs back and forth on all the shorts I put out of the Derp Squad. So your wife has two dogs, and you don't claim them. I'm taking it because they're Bichon Poos or Biche Poos. So I'm assuming it's like a Bichon Frise and a poodle. My mom has a Shih Tzu poodle, and her actual name is Mia, but I call her Shit Poo. And she actually responds to me when I call her Shit Poo. So nothing quite as manly as a 10-pound, lap dog, purse dog.
First
That's
dog.
manly. Yeah, if I say the word shit poo enough, if she's watching this live stream, the dog will start complaining at the screen. So, hi shit poo, hi shit poo. I'll hear about that tomorrow probably.
Yeah.
And then you guys saying it's a song on how Dan would describe. Yes, it's literally it's a song for Dan about Dan because of Dan, and literally it's named Eldan. So
Eldan. That's gonna
Dan.
be gotta put a little clip into that as his intro now. Eldan.
He he's an awesome guy. I'm extremely happy to call him my friend, and he's a great person to have, and he's extremely smart, especially with the carbs and stuff. But it is also extremely fun to harass the crap out of him. So.
Oh yes.
I think we will. Oops, that is not what I want to do. Now I've lost my stream of thought here. So yeah, definitely go. I'm going to keep pumping the video because it did come out today. They're an immense amount of work to put them together. I can't thank Dave DeHim, who's the president of the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame, for sitting down with me for almost 2 hours, and we went through a lot of stuff. We went through the history of the hall, some of the famous inductees. We spoke about Vicki Wood, who was the fastest woman in NASCAR in the 1950s. Like, she beat everybody. The guys actually told her, "You leave now because we're not going to be beaten by a woman." It was in that time frame. And she was extremely fast. She actually was inducted into the hall at 100 and unfortunately passed away at 101. So we definitely talk about that. We talk about Jack Roush, talk about Roger Penske, tons of NASCAR racers, tons of other people. So I think the video is worth watching. I had a lot of fun with it. Even editing, I was enjoying it. And even re-editing it because of all the issues I had, it was still fun. They have a banquet in the first weekend of November every year for the inductees. They induct about 10 people a year. And if it's at all humanly possible, I'd like to go this year. If I can, it'll be next year. But it's a neat place, neat thing to do. I'm very glad they do it. And then I hope they can find themselves a building in the very near future. Because unfortunately, they lost the 2 museums that they were at.
Oh, wow.
They were at the Gilmore Museum is probably the largest museum in Michigan for cars. And they were out there for a while. And Gilmore is very strange the way they're set up. They have different outbuildings, but it's very much worth the trip. It's someplace I still haven't gone. It's about 3.5 hours from me. And it's going to be a weekend trip. And they were also at the R.E. Olds Museum, which is in Lansing. I only learned about them this year. I don't know for sure how much stuff's going on over there, but they've got a ton of Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame has a ton of display stuff. They need a place to display it, so they're talking to racetracks. They're looking for a financial sponsor because they're all the volunteers. So they're trying to keep the hall open and do the things that are important. And for them to spend the money that it would take to maintain a building would probably put them in bad straits financially, which I don't think they should do. I think it's more important to keep going with what they've got, and they'll find the right place sooner or later. So back in here real quick.
Oh, that looks neat.
Yeah, that's actually the. I went from only doing the 2. I did the two shop tours. The gentleman I met at PRI in 2022. I talked to about another 12 people, and it's still some are in talks. I've only ever had 3 no's. I've had a lot of maybes, and so I spoke with, like I said, I spoke with Dave DeHim from the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame through researching for Randy Sweet for Sweet Manufacturing. And the last couple of people I've actually met at car shows. The first car show I went to this year, I met one of the co-owners of the Hoist House in Troy, and it's basically a hoist rental facility. So if you need to work on your car and you don't have the ability or the place to do it, you can rent hoist time or flat bay time from them at their location in Michigan and Troy. They have indoor and outdoor storage. They've got long-term storage. They've got a lot of services. They just started the business this year. And I'm looking forward to watching these guys grow because they're extremely enthusiastic about this. And I think they can punch their own ticket with this. They've got a neat building. They've got a lot of equipment there. And they're constantly buying more. They're looking at getting a part-time mechanic so that if you have something you're doing and you don't know how to do it, you can also rent that service as well. They've got repair software. They've got diagnostic equipment. They've got specialty tools. They've got a lot of the stuff that you're likely not going to have at your house. And they also have hoists, which can make things go a lot smoother. So I'm extremely enthusiastic. This will be out at the end of this month, beginning of next month. Because like I said, they take me about 3 to 4 weeks to edit all the video and footage together because it's not a normal video. There's a lot of stuff to chop together and a lot of other things. This one might be a little easier because it's pretty straightforward, but we'll have to see. But it's a very neat place. I'm looking forward to this going well for them. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do. I'm enthusiastic, and they put a lot of effort into this, and I really hope it goes well for them. I'm going to do what I can to help. I think it's cool.
That sounds an awful lot like the autocraft shop that I was telling y'all about when I was stationed in Germany.
Yeah,
Uh,
it does
you know,
actually.
you rented the time in the shop, and they had some people there that were, mechanics, and they also had all data, or some sort of software you could look up, work instructions specific to your vehicle and the task you were trying to do.
I
And that
know.
that helps people a lot. Having access to that software, because as a shade tree mechanic, sometimes you're self taught, but you know for a professional shop, that gives you a lot faster time on doing stuff, knowing where that hidden bolt might be, to disconnect a part to get it off the vehicle and replace it. So
Well, and having access to a hoist. If
yeah,
you've never worked with a hoist, you might not understand the advantage of having one. It's amazing what you can do with a hoist and how quickly you can do it, because it's you can lift anything you want up with them within reason. You can lift a body off a car. You can get underneath them and get to something, or put something at a height that you can sit
yeah,
there or stand there. And it also gives you the advantage where if you get it up high enough, if you rent time in a place like this, you have 5 or 6 of your friends come help you, and you can get this stuff done in an
fast.
hour or two. Rental of a
Yeah,
hoist that would take you a whole weekend or weekends. So there's definitely some advantages to it. I really, really want this to work for these guys. They're passionate about it, and it comes across in the video. At least I hope it should.
yeah,
And
it's
I was expanding.
definitely
They've got,
advantages to be able to do that.
yeah, and
So
also like I don't know how it is for you guys, but here in Michigan, disposing of oil when you do an oil change or fluids is getting hard. Every place around me, their oil bins are always full, and if you do it there, they take care of that for you. So that's another. It might sound silly, but if you got, I've had 3-4 gallons of oil sitting here for months because I had no place to take it, and I don't just want to dump it. So trying to be responsible, that can also help as well.
yeah.
Yeah, my friend Lauren was over today, and the ABS module in her '08 Town and Country minivan took a crap, and they're either on national back order or not available. So we're trying to find her one, and I don't want her to go junkyard scrounging for it. I will if I have to. And granted, you don't need it to run the car. I'm not a giant fan of ABS in general because I know how to drive, but for her and her husband, it makes sense. So
Hey Dan.
yeah, find one. Yep. And Lauren's saying hi, Pickle. So hi, Pickle from Lauren. Hey, Rachel Cajun, what's up, my friend? Thank you for dropping by. Oh, and
Hey, Raging Cajun.
speak of Eldano, and Eldano shall appear. This would be the
Yes.
Dano in the Legend of Eldano.
I want to hear just a snippet of this song.
As far as I know from watching Buck stuff, you can't play audio through this. I tried. We'll try it in a little bit anyway. See how it works. Thanks for dropping in, Rage Cajun. Definitely. I'm going to say it a couple times, probably every live stream until you guys are tired of hearing me say it. But a big reason why I'm doing this is show other channels off to each other. Get the community to meet people they haven't seen yet, because it's huge. Like our buddy Buff, who I put the link in for his channel earlier, he hit 10,000 subscribers today, which is huge. And he was at like around 6,000 about 2-3 weeks ago. So his channel is jumping. Honest Peyton just hit 1,000. Neverboard S10 just hit 1,000. My buddy Junker Necromancer just hit 1,000 last week. So there's channels that are really cooking. So spread the wealth, see who's in here, go check out their channels, let them know why you came, and just pay it forward. It's important.
Yeah, I should be breaking 700 by the end of the week. It's
Yeah,
been
and
growing
last week
quick.
I died at 8, so I'll be
Yeah.
stuck here for a little bit. It looks like, but it happens. I died at 4 as well, so it just seems like I hit a plateau and I stay there for a little bit. So
Yeah.
got to just keep plugging away and see what happens.
I just need the watch hours to climb like yours did. But
Okay.
I don't have the time to put out as many videos. But
Thankfully, the watch hours have not been a problem for me. Knock on wood. There's wood over here. No, I didn't knock on it. No. Oh God, the dog's
he knocked.
Yeah, on woods. Fiona, come here. There's nobody here. That was my own stupidity.
Yeah.
Thankfully, watch parties have never been a problem for me. I'm very lucky in that fact. Subscribers have just been, it's just been like, just having to pound them out. But I'm extremely glad that I have the subscribers I have because everybody's real interactive and it's a great group and I greatly appreciate it. I just need more of you guys. Dan said yes, he is pretty legendary. In your own mind, you are extremely legendary, my friend. Yeah, and please say hello to the moderator with the most. That would be Pickle. He is holding down the fort. Yeah, so my next shop tour is going to be on Hoist House. Like I said, it's very cool. Two guys that actually moved from out of state to Michigan to be in the heart of the automotive industry. One's a GM engineer, and the other is a mechanic. As far as I know, I didn't get as much time to talk to him one-on-one, but he runs the shop. That's his main thing, and they put a lot of eggs in this basket, and I want it to work for them. It's important.
I figured out a way to get the audio to play.
Well, I might be able to do it through here, but you doing it on your phone is just going to make everybody wonder what's going on. Since the legend of some call him
Is that working?
Yeah, it's incredibly hard to hear what you're doing with that one.
Oh, okay. I tried.
Let me see if I can actually pull it up. The video itself. I didn't mean to exit myself out. I meant to hit another button, and I accidentally hit the bye-bye button.
I mean, I've exited out by accident earlier to myself, so.
It's worse when you do it in your own stream.
Yes. I was like, man, he really's digging this song.
Oh, for the love of God, where's that thing? Okay, let's try this again. Sorry, I don't mean to be ignoring everybody. Yes. Then some say that when Dan hears that song, his ego grows 3 sizes that day. I'm attempting to play the song yet over. Good Lord. Let me see if I can do this. I gotta represent everything. So give me 1 second here, everybody. Sorry.
It's your brother's song. No, he's so vain he thinks the song is about him.
It is. He, much like Carly said, the song is about him.
I know, but I had to play that into there. There we go. Let's see if it'll play for us.
There we go. Okay, let's see here. No guarantees, but we'll try.
It's working.
Now, hopefully, John doesn't copyright strike me. Since the legend of Adano, some call him Emmanuel, the pirate of the Mando, challenged by none of Adano.
Oh my goodness.
It's not on a peg leg that he stands. You still keep your little hand.
No hammer wrench.
His legend it lives on, 'cause you see he's not gone. If you're at battle with the trolls, and they have you by the balls, El Dano come to town to destroy those strong clouds. El Dano, El
Yep, I agree, Rachel. Very much agree. I really do like Tom.
This is the legend of Endano, the one they call Endano. He's the pirate of the Mando, challenged by none. Endano.
Yeah, there we have. Go to Tom's channel, listen to his music, watch that on his channel so he gets credit for it, not just the one view from me. Well,
I just shared it.
And one from Junkie or Jack Stands. Go check out his channel. He's got a lot of good music. If you want to learn how to play guitar, he'll teach you that as well. He's got short courses. If you want to know how his job tried to kill him this week, you can figure that out too because he's got stuff like that. So there's a ton of content on his channel. If you want to see this man race a U-Haul against a Model T at No Name Nationals in Sykes in September, you got to help him get to 500 subs. So give him a help. He's got one more sub than earlier today, but keep it up. Keep it up. Come on. Let's raise him up. Come on.
I just shared that on my Facebook page. So
No, it's very cool.
that does nothing special. Hi, Hammer Wrench. I see you jumped in here recently. Raging Cajun, I have to agree.
No,
I just love waking up in the morning, checking the app and seeing the new subscribers, and then checking my email and seeing who the new subscribers are when it shows up on the email.
Yeah. No, it's very cool, and I've been very lucky. I've worked very hard at it. This last week just sucked. I kept going up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, and that happened at 400 as well, where I'd make a decent sized jump, and the next morning I would be lower than I was the day before. Very strange. A couple of people I've talked to have said that's happened to them as well, and it's just frustrating. I understand it's part of the thing, and I understand there's rules, and they don't make any sense half the time, but it does drive me nuts. My brain doesn't work like that.
Yeah, my brain has a hard time wrapping around some of those, whether it's watch hours or subscribers. You go to bed, it's one number, and you wake up in the morning and it's less than it was. But
Well,
you don't. Then you go look and it's like it didn't say I lost a subscriber. So how'd that? It's unsubscribing people.
Yeah,
And that's why I say when I subscribe to a channel, I watch a couple of videos and comment to those videos. So that helps make that YouTube see that I'm actually watching their videos and commenting on their videos.
Yeah. No, and I've got a video that I've got two videos that keep losing views. The main video for it's like, hey, here's welcome to my channel video. Every time I hit 300, like I think I mentioned last night, I cycle them out for the next one. Well,
Yeah.
I keep having that video keeps losing 10. It'll gain 10 or 12 views in a day, and it'll go back 15 views. I don't understand. I
Yeah.
really don't. I understand the watch hours. Stuff times out, but this stuff is just nuts.
I'd rather it filter, maybe, take a half a day longer and filter to where it doesn't show me a number and then withdraw it later. It's
Well,
kind of like,
is it subscriber? Okay, they play their little math game. That's fine. Watch hours. That's fine. Whatever. I understand the timeout. But if someone watched the video, they watch the damn video. Don't play that game.
period. Yeah.
And you never know, Raging. Tom could teach you how to play guitar. You just never know. It would. No, I think it wouldn't be as close a race as you think, unless like we all are in the back of the U-Haul to weigh it down to kind of make it competitive. Yeah.
Yep.
Hammer, and if someone has their subscriptions information turned off, like they doesn't show you they're subscribed, you'll never know.
Yeah.
Probably half my subscribers are like that. So I try to make a point that if you have content on your channel, I will subscribe back to you. If you don't, I feel weird about subscribing to someone who doesn't. And it might be silly on my
Yep.
part, but I try to make it a point. If you subscribe to me, I'm going to subscribe back to you. But if you have your subscription notifications turned off, I don't know it.
Right.
I never know. I made a point. And it's defaulted to off. So that's a setting in the YouTube settings that you have to actually go and manually flip on so that people know you're subscribed. And that can actually help, especially if you've got a channel and you're trying to build. If you go talk to somebody or comment on their channel, if they don't know you're a new subscriber, they probably won't even think twice about it. Just say thanks or whatever and just move on.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, that would be nice, or at least views. I understand the watch hour thing. Like if it's in a year, okay. I don't get it sometimes, especially it's horrible with shorts because there'll be times when one of my shorts will do well, and then the next day half the views are gone. I don't stop. You got rules, I get that, but you got to stick to them every once in a while. I can't play the game, as dumb as it might be, if you don't keep the rules to the point where I can figure out what they actually are.
Right.
Oh, come on. I appreciate that, Tom, but you're also full of crap at the same time. I just hope
Very
I'll
true.
go watch this song on his channel so he gets the views. Definitely.
Right. Yes, exactly. That's the way I feel about it too.
It's going to be, and at that point, I don't get mad about much anymore. But that'll be an instant piss me off.
Yeah.
And
kind of makes you uneasy about using, your goal of trying to become a monetized content creator when they're constantly playing those games with you.
At this point, I simply want the 1,000 subscribers to hit the milestone and be done with it. If I ever see $1 from YouTube, okay, fine. Actually, I forgot to say, I am super chats are available. If you guys choose to do that, I greatly appreciate it. I don't know. It's enabled. I don't know how you do it. No idea. Not required. There are also memberships that are now available to me. If you would be interested in a membership type of thing, let me know, because I don't know. I've never joined one. I don't know if, at least right now, it'd be very hard for me to do that because I'm so slammed with what I'm doing. That could be something fun in the future. Anything I can do that gets me a way to connect with people and lets the channel grow, I'm all for it. But I don't want to just charge people the money should come from YouTube. The money should come from sponsors. I'm looking more at the 1,000 subscribers as a milestone for making it easier for me to get help with getting tires, getting car parts, getting sponsorship deals, getting affiliate links, stuff like that.
Right.
Be the base, and I'm fine with it. I don't expect to see a dime from YouTube. So if I do, great. If I don't, I don't. But I want that milestone just to be done.
That's the biggest hurdle, the initial, like you said, some of the channels are at 10,000 subscribers now, and that's amazing. It took me years to get my first 100, and now, I almost broke the 500 within the next year, and now,
Yeah.
goodness, we're getting close to, you know, days away from being at 700 and thousands around the corner.
Yeah, and like I'm happy for Junkyard Extremely. He found 2 videos that just hit that right sweet spot, and he had like 1,000. I'm sorry, like 100 subscribers less than I did a week before, and he just rocketed past me. And Buff,
Wow.
I think Buff has gained about 4,000 in 2 weeks. I know Dan had a massive spike. Dan from New Guys Garage had a massive spike with one of his shorts took off, and he just went like he was around where we are, and he skyrocketed. So it's I know that that's a big possibility, and if I don't get that, I'm just gonna have to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to try to keep putting out as much content as I can. It's a good quality, and it's just gonna be slow burn. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm extremely happy for my friends, and I'll get there at 1.2. I think we all will. I'm gonna not put any effort into my shorts. Basically, I'm gonna throw crap at the wall, and whatever sticks sticks. Because the more effort I put into shorts, the worse they do. I have shorts that I've done a lot of effort into, and I have a short that I go trampoline, 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 Jeep. It's got 5,000 views. I was a brain fart I just videoed one day. So, hey, it does something special. What's happening, my friend?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Hey, it does
All right,
nothing
cool.
special.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you doing?
I just woke up a little while ago, got me something to eat, and I had to come out here to the truck and get dessert.
Get dessert, huh? Hey, there's Thumper.
Hey, Thumper. What's happening, my friend? We are not talking about vacuum tonight. I don't want to lose half my watchers, so.
I will sign out and leave. Nah, that was fun though. Especially getting Dan all riled up.
Oh, and Pickle.
Hey,
Oh, we got Pickle! We got
Hey,
Pickle.
getting there. Hey,
it
you need
ain't
to
a
change
party
the screen
without
around.
Pickle.
It's not. It's not a live stream without Pickle. I told him last night it was required to play his guitar from now on live streams. And there he is.
No, and Hammer Inch income is small. He just got monetized in March, and he just crossed the $200 earned from YouTube. That's cool. That's still cool, man. I mean, that's because as far as I know, they don't send you money until you hit 100. So that means you've gotten 2 checks.
that's awesome, dude.
Exactly. That's car parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe a 12-pack.
Yeah, and that's number saying that's what he does. He just goofs off. I try to, but it's one of those things where I think up the crap for that. Even the stuff I'm kind of screwing off with, I put too much effort into because it's so random.
Guilty.
It's like Russian roulette with video. It's like I'm gonna put
It is.
one in there, Deke, nothing. Yeah, this is a vacuum-free stream. No vacuums. No vacuums.
Wow, went to 850,000. What did you do with a 9-volt battery?
Holy crap! Well, you could start a fire with a 9-volt battery. Wait, maybe I should do that too.
You can do a lot. You can do a lot of stupid stuff. You can make something work if you're trying to test a vehicle part, because 9 volts is just enough to make it function without burning it up. And then you can find out you've really miscalculated something you designed, and you have to redo it, which I did, which I need to make a short on. That sucks.
I should have made a short the other day when I was fixing my pellet grill. The grill itself was working. I just lost its power supply. It got left in the rain one too many times. But it's a 12-volt portable grill. And the first day I bought it, I ran in, plugged it into the 12-volt adapter inside the camper, and it burned up the board on the grill. So, I mean, it's fun. I was able to order it, and it came in 3 days. Well, then I called them up. They helpline to troubleshot what I needed, said they'd send me a new board, and it took almost 2 weeks to come in. I was like, how does the whole grill come in 3 days, but it takes you almost 2 weeks to give me one little part?
Because it's not in the production line. If you want a production part, they got that all day, but you're making them do something outside of their comfort zone.
Right. But I've always been I've tested it. I've used it on cigarette lighters and vehicles. I've had generators that had little 12-volt ran it off of those, and finally got around to. I tested the polarity coming out of that outlet, the socket there in the camper, and it was actually backwards. So had to just swap the wires and got the grill up and running, and now I can trust that my grill will run off my camper now without burning up another board because it's no longer under warranty.
Man, that's one thing I hate working on is campers, and they're built so crappy too. It's like
Well, there's no
ridiculous.
standards. There really is
Yeah.
no standard.
Yeah, they're terrible, and they all leak. Every one of them.
They all leak or will leak. And it's what
Yeah.
you do and how fast you catch it and how you get it to stop. Still has this Wrenchers gallery running here. Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
that's
the place that you were
shop
talking about?
Yeah, they're a custom shop in Commerce.
Okay.
And I went to their car show, and the owner said, "Yeah, let's do a shop tour. Let's do it today." So we did. It was over the 4th of July weekend, and they're a full custom shop. Like they will do everything from every nut and bolt, every interior part, full engine builds, custom body work, paint. Paint's gorgeous. Like this 55 Chevy, they're doing a full resto on it, and very nice. They've got about 38 cars that they're working on for customers right now.
38 cars? That is a lot of customers at once.
Yes, it is. They went from a small 6,000 square foot shop about a year and a half ago to a 30,000 square foot shop. They are cranking out the customer vehicles, and they're not doing it at a rate to lessen what they're doing. They've got better ability to do it now that they've got a better facility. That very much looks like a Dan mobile.
I just jumped over to see because I just saw somebody new. All hail internal combustion. You got a new subscriber, by the way.
Awesome, man.
And you have a few shorts.
Pretty sure I'm subscribed to you all, internal combustion. But I think I'm subscribed to everybody here.
I'm fairly sure I am as well. Yeah, I didn't do shorts up until probably April. I didn't think I could to begin with, and I'm not. No, my brain isn't. It's very hard to convert back and forth. And then I know I've noticed a lot of people will get to the point where they only film in vertical, and then they make too long a video, so they've got this itty bitty ass little screen where they should have a widescreen.
Yep.
Right. If I catch myself on a topic that I just flat can't fit into a short, I'll just turn the screen and try to make it longer. Aim for 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, I hadn't done it in a while.
Edit the crap out of it and make it shorter.
I've found on the phone, the editing app that I use, I'm able to speed it up, and it speed it up without making myself sound like a chipmunk. It just cuts the dead air out, So I've found that, and it works good for me. If I go 15, 20 seconds over, I'll do my best to cut out anything I can cut out, and then I'll speed it up.
Well, the best thing I found are the dogs and the car shows. Going to the car shows because it forces me to have a confined environment, and then everybody's always playing copyrighted music, so you don't have to worry about trying to do interviews or talk to people on camera because you can't use it anyway 99% of the time.
That's
and like them.
Go ahead.
For the most part, they're good content, and the dogs are. Every once in a while, there'll be a sticker video for the Dobes, but other than that, they're guaranteed 1,000 view short.
Yeah, and there for a while. I mean, I posted shorts that I would be disappointed if it didn't get 1,000 views, and they kind of change the algorithm again, and now I occasionally get to 1,000 or 15, and I've got one that I posted on our cruise a couple weeks ago, and it started off with 15. Well, now it's up to like 26, so it's still getting views every day, which is probably one of my more successful shorts.
My shorts are either make it or break it. They do whatever they're doing on the first 2 days, or they do jack and shit. So.
Onesie twosie, some that still it might be a searchable topic, and they might still get some views. I've got one that probably gets 2 to 3 views a day, which is nothing, but it draws people to the channel, And if they happen to see that video and see the channel and just subscribe, that's even better. So, blew up a hydrogen bottle. And 3 subs. Yeah.
See, that's why I figured that stupid airbag video would be gold. That was a turd.
I thought it was going to be gold too. I watched it.
Oh, I know, and I don't get me wrong. I appreciate everybody that watches my stuff, but it's when it's like 300 views, and literally I talked about my yard and it's had 4,000 views. It's such a random craptacular thing.
Right.
And well, it works for Simon because he's got a short attention span, so it's squirrel.
Yeah. Me too. Me and you both, bud.
And Thumper thinks like the color. Oh, I'm assuming he means here.
That is a purdy car.
That is
And you said they're working on
yeller.
30 plus customer
I'm
vehicles.
not sure if I want to be seen driving around in that, but
If you got rid of those,
I'm wearing that color shirt.
No, that car is brighter than that shirt.
Well, the lighting in here is not great. This is actually blaze yellow, the reflective thing on the sleeve, pocket and on the back. So it's for work. So the car's probably a nicer yellow than what I'm wearing.
It looks highlighter. It might not be coming through on this screen, but
yeah, it's not coming
on a
through
full
very
screen,
good.
it's like highlighter yellow.
Yeah, it looks
looks
washed out.
Oh, look, Dan and his moron take on flathead screws got 120,000 views. That's awesome.
Really?
it's awesome, but it's not.
I'm looking
That
for
means
something
100
stupid to film now. Good night.
That's true. Ultimate getaway vehicle. It does blend right in with traffic. So
Only if you're in a car show.
no, that's the kind of car you want to do a lot of burnouts and street racing with because they'll never find you.
Never. It's not that the gray ghost or the midnight, whatever that one car that sold for $1 million at auction a while back.
If you listen to Uncle Tony, and I actually believe him on this one, that was a whole lot of both. That was a whole lot of crap.
I've watched some videos about that. Yeah.
And no, I am extremely happy that Dan's video did that well. I just wish it wasn't on a topic where he's acting like Potato Head.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to go do a short about vacuum next.
Well, this is this is a problem. When enough people think he was right about something stupid, he then backs up the stupid. So it's not. Stop rewarding stupid people.
He downshifts and just floors it. Yes.
Yes.
He might put it in neutral and floor it. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's highlighter yellow. I mean, literally, it's probably not coming through.
It's not.
In the full screen image, it is, good Lord, is that yeller. And I mean yeller. Yeah, it's like that.
Goodness gracious!
That goofy video I have of the cop car getting towed in Indy last year I think that's my most successful short, which is still only like 12,000 views for me, but that's nothing.
I did a video that I intended to be a short, but I didn't know that I had to do it in the upright aspect ratio, and that still got 18,000 views. And it took it months to get there, but I filmed it in Big Fish garage parking lot, and he had a whole parking lot just of square body Chevys and square body vans. I mean, all the vans and trucks and stuff from that era, Suburbans. He had the GMCs, and he had a lot of very unique short run, like decal packaged vehicles. And he had some of the Indy trucks and stuff like that. I think he had 3 of the Indy trucks. But anyway, I did a quick 45-second standing there in the parking lot, and that video helped grow the channel. It got me a lot of subscribers, and like I said, it got about 18,000 views. And in fact, when they went to auction those vehicles off, they linked their video to my video. So I'd got even more views towards the last few months. And then after they had their auction a few months later, that video died. So.
Well, that's the weirdest thing. Like I'm going to go to the car show again this Saturday. That was where I found the Ford GT, the electric Excelsior, and the video of a random 1990 Mercedes-Benz 300 wagon has 4 times the views of a Ford GT supercar, and they're at the same show.
Right.
You just never know what's going to work. You film anything you think's entertaining. You just never know what's going to work.
And it could be the hour that you posted. It was a hot hour for shorts on car videos or something.
I crafted about the same within the same hour every day. I tried to keep it within the track of when people are on or my watches are on the. It really doesn't seem to make a difference. But at this point, it's just easy enough to go ding, ding, ding.
There's certain times of the day that are hot, and then the rest are just. Eh. But I've had videos that didn't do nothing for a day or two, and then finally took off, and that's new to me because when I first started doing shorts, either they took off or they didn't. Now I've got some that it's at around at 100, 200 views. Now all of a sudden it's at 1,500. And then it took off, did its ramp up, and then it died again. But Cherry Bomb mufflers sure are loud. Well, I've got the Cherry Bomb Vortex mufflers for my truck. They were pretty loud, but not super loud. But also had headers on there, so going down the highway was pretty deafening. That's why when I'm putting this big block in there, I'm actually going back to manifolds, trying to keep the sound down a little. And before I put carpet in, I'll probably go in and put some nice sound deadening in there and stuff. So, but right now I'm in the middle of fixing all the rust. So once I get the body happy, then that engine and transmission can go in hopefully for the last time. I've already done 2 test fittings. So I made more room in the floorboard. I hammered some stuff and made it to where that dipstick tube will clear and that giant ass Allison transmission. Blew up a turbo muffler. Ooh.
They don't last long. It's just basically steel wool and some crimped welds. So and the world's sheet metal.
I was driving my Volkswagen Beetle in Houston traffic after a rainstorm one time, and I had the megaphone exhaust on there, and it had just a little bit of a glass pack that was in it, and after the rain, that glass pack had gotten wet, and I remember hearing it rubble, 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 burble for a split second, and then boom, and I looked back in my rearview mirror, and that piece of pipe that was in the megaphone was flying at the vehicle behind me. Luckily, it didn't hit them, but and then my car was super loud after that, and I just drove it around with a megaphone. Never put a stuffing back in it. Yeah, the megaphone exhaust on anything is going to be the loudest it can be, I guess. Michigan Military Technology and Historical Society.
That's where I did the interview last night. I figured I'll just get this out of the way.
Go ahead.
This is neat. It's a local museum. The guy actually works. One of the guys, it's all volunteers. One of them works at TACOM, which is basically Army Tank Command, for lack of a better description. And that's where they got a lot of vehicles, a lot of stuff, a lot of memorabilia. But that's where I found that Oerlikon 20mm cannon. So I'll probably do a short on that as well.
Well, you make sure you tell me and Mater when that comes out. We'll definitely watch that.
We're
definitely into the military. Loud and proud.
Well, I have news for 6%.
I can't see you. I blocked you in the comments. All right, hold on a second. All right, Pickle.
I've learned a little bit about NASCAR and racing.
Oh, for the love of God.
Just a little bit.
Does he know who Dale is yet?
No.
I don't know who Dale is. No, he knew.
Well, he probably, I'm sure he passed away before you were even born, Pickle. So.
I'm sure most of the great ones did, yes.
Did he know anything about Smokey Eunuch? Or did we already establish that before?
No, I don't think we ever brought it up, but I doubt he knows who Smokey Eunuch is. So.
I can't hear Pickle.
From the look on his face, I'm going to say no. Hold on, let's see. Yep, that's a face that says I don't have a clue. Oh, we lost Pickle.
Uh,
I hope I didn't scare him off. You never know. Well, hello, everybody. That's,
Cherry bombs.
yeah,
Don't know
unfortunately,
Dale. Fighting words, buddy. Oh, we really lost Pickle. Okay.
no, yeah, he popped off. I think he was having trouble.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
his
couldn't hear
face
him.
was frozen for a minute anyway.
Yeah.
Never
so,
bored there. Us is they did
You're
like
always welcome
straight
back
pipe
on.
V10. Fifth grade trombone player.
604 vehicles, but you have to. How good they are. Sound. Yep, that's true. Nothing like that. That's when you really get the fart can effect.
I like this comment, which
Yeah,
is
no.
even funnier because my son plays trombone.
Yeah, that's a whole new version of a rusty trombone, but yeah, the V10.
Ah.
Hey, Pickle. Talk, buddy. His audio's crapped again. Hold on.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
You there? Hold on. You there?
Hello.
Pickle, can you speak? Pickle, say something.
Hello.
There, okay, there we go. Your audio wasn't there for a while, and then it came in.
Terrible internet because we were in a rainstorm right now.
Yeah, I think. Well, you're getting it, and I'm getting it next. But no, I thought we scared you off when we said you didn't know shit about NASCAR. You just had a blank look, but apparently you were frozen. So.
Well, in specific, I know stuff about the Le Mans race and around that time period because I watched the movie.
Ferrari? Ford versus Ferrari.
What?
So, well,
It's actually a very good movie.
Car movie than Dan.
Do what?
Pickles now watch one more car movie than Dan. Hello, LNA Works. What's happening, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well. I thought you were going to be awesome and say you watched my video tour of the interview with the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Fame where we talked about NASCAR for like half the video on and off, but apparently not.
I started to watch it, but I couldn't finish it because that was this morning. And like I said, I had to go out of town. I got to go out of town tomorrow again too. So, yay!
I tend to try to. I try to catch up on videos when I'm taking a poop at work.
Well, it's about 35 minutes, so you can really, if you really need to keep yourself occupied for a while, you can do that with that. So.
The trick is to eat chili the night before, right? So when you go into work,
I just ate a salad.
No, you don't want to actually do it. You just want to say you're there and use that time for something else. You don't actually want to be on the pooper for that length of time pooping.
I'm going to put my office chair in there. They just moved my computer in there. That's my office now. Oh, and soaking up some AC. 95 framing walls was rough. Yeah, we were roughly 94, 95 at work today, and my guys came to me, and one of the chemicals that we were using kicked off. It usually takes 3 hours. It kicked off in about 14 minutes flat, which was not enough work time for them to actually accomplish the task they were trying to do. So I went to the hardware store and got a tarp, and we stretched it between blades and tied it down, and now we have shade there for them to work in.
That's good. It is hot. It is. Yeah, we had a dry spell. And we're getting all the rain from the dry spell that we missed. So.
LNA is bringing up a real good thing real quick. You can now change thumbnails in shorts, but you can only do it from your phone. You cannot do it if you do it from a computer. It won't let you do it. So if you upload it from a phone, you can change them. If you upload it like I do, all my editing is done on the computer. So my thumbnails are what my thumbnails are. That's why I started putting the text in, running through all the videos, because otherwise that helped. Because otherwise it's some random like photo of a dog's butt or a tail light. It makes no goddamn sense.
Right. I found that you can force it to have the thumbnail you want sometimes by just giving it a second on a freeze frame if you have the
Nope.
time in the video. Oh, we lost him again.
Yeah, he's having hit. If he's getting the storm that I'm supposed to be getting eventually, it might. We might actually have flooding here.
Oh,
So,
goodness.
And Pickle might
Well,
he might be crawling up to whatever the highest point in Newfoundland is, because it's a little tiny island, so they all have to hover on like one little spot with the mummers. So
I'm still
no.
working at changing the thumbnails on my shorts. Sometimes I'm successful and sometimes I'm not. Also, I've also learned after posting a short, because I'm usually posting them from my phone, jump on the laptop, get on my page, and go in and put more stuff in the description and the hyperlinks, and that usually helps a lot. The hyperlinks make a night and day difference on how fast a short can grow.
Yeah, I've got standards that I use when I upload the shorts, and
Yeah.
I try to do as low effort as possible. But when I do the car stuff, it still needs music. It still needs something. I do a walk around. I can't not edit it, but I'm not putting any more effort into them than I absolutely have to.
I like I said earlier in this stream, I've got footage from last year's car show, and I took some on my phone in the shorts format, and then I did a lot of walk arounds with the camera. And my goal there is just to take out that audio and just dub in probably like new guy's guitar audio or something,
Relax,
or just
relax. Hey,
just cut it into shorts and then crop it in the video editing software. Ooh, what is
Yeah,
that?
and it's like what Dan's saying here. Yeah, you probably can, but if you upload them from a computer, you do not have a choice at all. You might be able to backdoor change it, but you have
God,
no
here's
option.
the truck back up. He's like getting all on edge.
Oh well, unfortunately, our friend's working, so.
Oh, we'll let you finish backing up there, buddy.
Oh,
I've
that's
never
not
been
me.
able to add. Oh, okay. I've never been able to add audio to the shorts. I've tried and it just wasn't very successful. And maybe I'll watch another YouTube video on how to use that particular editing software and might learn how to. So
Yeah.
No, I'm actually at a hotel right now. There was a car carrier that come in here, and I'm just sitting there like,
the
how
way
the
you were moving
hell-
around, I thought you were backing up. You were looking for the truck. It looked like you were backing up your truck.
oh no.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was another parking spot available down there. He come pulling in. I looked over and seen where he was going to have to go around the building there for a second. I was like, oh shit, this ain't gonna work.
Shut up.
Yeah. Narrowboard's got a good point. I've heard that from a lot of people. If you don't put shit in the description, it does better.
Really?
And
I know
I've
that
had a
in
big
the
bag,
I just posted this in the lives.
at least for shorts. I wouldn't do it in long form stuff, but I've tried it and I've not really seen a big difference. But I noticed it, like I said, when I embed that graphic, like Dobrin's doing something dumb, or this is a 58 Porsche or whatever, that has helped. But I haven't really seen any difference between description to description.
Pickle, you all right over there?
Yeah.
I think you're dying.
Fellas, I'm gonna hop off here because the internet is so bad I can't even understand what you guys are saying.
I'm actually roasting out here in the garage. I'll probably hop off here too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming
And
by, guys.
Yep.
and thank you guys for coming last time I had a live. So
Yep. The minute Pickle
Thanks for
leaves, we'll
having
talk about mummers.
oh, there we
All
go.
right.
Leave studio.
Thanks for having me on. Have a good
I
night, guys.
appreciate it, Pickle.
I'll probably be in the chat.
All right, man. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Slimo, I went to do short to my PC. It turns out no video, no matter what. It won't let me do shorts from my PC at all. I don't know what editing software you're using, but I actually, at least on my old one, you had to reconfigure the orientation of the video, and then it would do vertical. At least in my open shot. I haven't done it in DaVinci yet. DaVinci was all I get to know what it is, what it does. Yeah, the whole random picture thing is like the dumbest thing humanly possible. It's such a stupid. I really don't get that. There's got to be some reason for it, although it is YouTube, so there could be no reason for it. But it's just, how are you supposed to, the whole idea of a thumbnail description is supposed to be something to draw someone in to watch your video. If it's just some random half a second blip in the middle of a video where you're turning, how does that do anything for you? It's very weird.
There's no clue on that.
I don't know, man. The whole thing is nuts. Oh yeah, thank you, Tom. Everyone hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I do have super chats. Not that I even know if you can see them or not. That's active. If you guys would be interested in a membership to the channel, let me know, because that's something apparently I can do now as well with the monetization stuff. This is all new to me. If anyone else is interested in jumping on, the link is pinned at the top of the chat, and I will throw it in here again in case the Brothers of Destruction want to jump in. And see, Thumper, I need to find a girl with a big rack for my thumbnails. What, like a truck rack or like a rack? Like you need a place to put your thumbnails, so you need like a big truck rack or bosoms. You could go either way on that one. So Hammerwrench puts a phrase on my short screen in different wording and description that are to do with the short. And I've tried it different ways, and it just doesn't seem to make a damn bit of difference. It just seems random. It's like going to the roulette wheel at the casino. Yeah, Nevermore agrees that he needs a rack or a big rack, and his wife would kill him. Yeah, probably. Yes, and there were two. There's always room for you guys. You guys can have your I'm in the shadows fight here. So, excuse me. His husky, Thumper's husky is making noise, so he would jump in. No problem, man. You're always welcome to jump on in, but it's definitely not required. You need
I
a
don't
nice,
think the
quiet.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry?
think the husky's going to matter. I just had like 5 minutes of backup beeper in the background. I don't think that's going to really offend nobody.
Well, actually, the backup beeper was driving Pickle's dog nuts in the stream. And, I accidentally knocked out a piece of wood. My dogs were both bitching, and they heard that, and they didn't move. So, who knows? Yeah, but you do see that what would be a thumbnail when you're in the feed on a computer, Dan. I don't watch shorts on my phone. If I watch them at all, it's on the computer between editing stuff, because I want to see what my friends have posted. I want to, help that stuff grow. So I don't know. I mean, I look at it. If it's something I can't understand what it is, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to move to something that looks familiar from a buddy. No, I might be an outlier with the way that works. Jugs, knockers, hooters, gonzes, melons, adipose tissues, chesticles, swaying bits. Yes. My favorite is schunkelbobbles. If you get a woman, like if you go to the Renaissance Festival and she's wearing one of those things that puts them way up there and they move, they go schunkelbobble. Schunkelbobble. So that's, everybody came up with that. So yeah, they call them schunkelbobbles. Yeah, and I'd have to agree, Pickle. That is some fun, eh? I'll be on in a bit. If you're still, I'm still going. I'm waiting for you guys. You've missed your. I'm going to be there in the last 2 minutes of the show thing. We're already past. So. Yeah, we're gonna get the Brothers of Destruction here in a second, or a few seconds. My dog is so protective of me in the house. It's crazy. That he's talking about a shepherd. Yeah, you need to start dating other people, Pickle. I'm just throwing it out there. Never word likes. I've been on the term milkers for a while now because my wife's pregnant. Yeah, well, yeah. That's kind of that's a period in time that's appropriate. Otherwise, it's like you're going into R. Kelly territory. If it's your wife hasn't been pregnant recently. Yeah. Oh, Ellen, you're always welcome to come on as well. You don't have to just stand down there and dueling banjo country and you're just talking to chat. You can always come in here and talk. So, and besides, I guess Dan made a response video to you guys keep calling each other out with your girl Mustangs. So, you want to come on here and slap them around, you're more than welcome to do so. There were years ago, I was getting with this chick. Let me read this to myself first. I don't want to read this out loud. Yeah. Yeah, I think you guys can read that since I put it up on screen. I don't think I'm going to read that one out loud. That's probably going to trigger some flag in the system.
How many situations did you cause to make her run?
I'm figuring he tried to scare her on a constant basis. He's hiding behind every door going, boo. Lots of Jason masks. That's Halloween. It's just February. Yeah, it's the same difference. Oh, God. Let's see what Pickle said. Whenever I get a girlfriend, I hope she'll want to be part of the channel. Live streams together. Yep. I hope so. I'm glad you went with that statement and not another statement. And we don't want to mummers this up tonight, Pickle. So that was goddamn hilarious.
Yes, it was.
You have to go watch Pickle's stream. Go watch the last hour of Pickle's stream from last Friday. Just watch for him explaining what a mummer is, and all of us going, duh? And him going, oh, hell.
I'm still waiting for that live from Dildo.
He keeps promising it. We'll have to see what happens.
Come on, Pickle. You have to deliver.
No, Thumper says he drove down a lot of rough roads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of random panic stops and things like that, I'm assuming. Yes, yeah, I'm fairly sure he did on purpose or on purpose. When you hear something about a bra, you know you're on the right part. He's talking about his stream, not Thumper's comments before, but Pickle's stream from Friday. So yeah, if you can always throw that back in the link in the chat, Pickle, since you are the moderator of Mostest. So yeah, definitely go check out his stream because it is a solid hour of us just giggling like idiots.
Yeah. That was a different kind of conversation there.
And Pickle said he is going to be going to Dildo. He just has to wait a couple weeks. So apparently it's in the mail. I don't know how that works, but her bra was 2 5-gallon buckets in a log chain. Oh,
damn, that's heavy duty.
Yeah. That sounds painful as well. Oh, and there is the link to Pickle's mummer stream. So yeah, just it is a very long stream, so just skip up to like the 4-hour mark, and Pickle doing something like this, and then him saying something, and us going and him going, well, you can't miss it.
It's well worth the watch.
Yeah, it honestly, I'm not just saying it to hype him up because he's my buddy. It is hilarious, and we're all that been up too long, kind of punch drunky thing, and it was entertaining. All right, now we have Battle of the Dark.
I'm Batman.
Yeah. No, you guys have to fight over who's going to be Robin or girl or Batgirl, because one of you can't both be Batman. So
I'll be the Shadow.
whatever floats your boat.
Yes,
Pickle. Like we all told you, you need to make a freaking stream. You need to take a highlight of that and make it into a video on your channel. Oh,
Ah,
there's Conduit. Hey, Conduit. Yes, or as
that's an
Pickle would say, the
acceptable
conduit.
amount. The mummers.
Yeah, if he honestly, we're not Pickle. That it's worth the effort to do that into a video because you should at least get some views from it, if not a decent amount. You should get something from it.
I can't hear Tom.
What?
I'm gonna jump out and then jump back in to see if that helps.
Okay. Yeah, he
Am
can't
I-
hear you, Tom. I can, but apparently that doesn't on special couldn't hear you.
Okay.
Audio's been out. It happens, especially if the weather's weird. Yeah, so Pickle has requested that you do a pickle stalling.
I do pickle songs.
Oh, yeah, you got to do
Okay.
songs for everybody now, all the boys.
I'll have to come up with a riff.
Yeah.
And I'll make a pickle song out of it.
Can you hear us, bud?
Okay.
What up?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, StreamYard gets weird here and there.
I couldn't hear Pickle earlier. I couldn't hear anything both times when he jumped on.
Yeah, Pickle was having a lot of trouble too. Tom, can you play the intro to Cowboys from Hell?
Yeah. I don't know if you
All
can
right.
hear it on the acoustic that well, but
Well, now we have the myth, the man, the legend in his own mind himself, El Dano. Come on, golf clap, everybody, golf clap. El Dano's here, golf clap. Come on, golf clap.
Come on, stop it. A little more.
We're
No.
not worthy. We're not worthy.
How is everybody doing?
We're doing good there, El Dano. What's happening with you?
Not much. Off work. Got my pink cup.
I would expect nothing less.
It's probably the end of the leaves. Where he was hiding last time. So what are we talking about?
Now I can't hear Dan.
Random is by this time it's always random. Ellen is saying, "I'm sorry, Six. I just been working long hours. Ain't been able to even get myself together to go." Oh, bud, you are. Nobody's required to come on. You're all more than welcome to. I appreciate you being in the chat. I appreciate all the time you guys spend with it. I definitely do. But don't hesitate if you want to jump on, whether I know you or not. Feel free to jump on. I can always boot you off if you're weird. So. And
Yeah.
if you look at the concoction of people we have here, it probably ain't going to happen anyway.
I
Yeah,
could
he
go
hasn't-
get my
he hasn't-
tunnel ram again if it makes you guys feel better. You know,
he hasn't booted me up yet. So.
No, you can molest your tunnel ram on your own channel. All right, you've got a request for Tenacious D Kickapoo. Well, much like Dan would say, anything that's going to get me a copyright strike, you can just poop that off there. I'm not there yet, but I'm close enough. They're probably going to be adding them up.
well, that I think Kickapoo would probably qualify as that.
Yeah, and they're probably evil. So, what do you want, Thumper? What do you want? Well, the only way to make it louder is if you come on here. Then I don't know what to tell you.
Long ass fucking time ago.
And LNA's,
Oh.
yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, you guys can, when we're feeling up to it, you guys can come in here and battle out with your little My Little Pony cars all you want on the stream. So,
I mean, really, it's not much of a battle.
yeah, well, in theory,
Kind
your
of a-
motor's going to be on the track, and his car will be going down the track. So,
No.
Legend lives on from the Canadian on down of the people they call the mummers.
no. Go check out Pickle Scream. We're not mummering this one up.
Break into your
We're not
house
going to
and
duplicate
wear a
that.
blouse.
No, you could do the
And
Legend of
take
Zelda about
all
the
your
people that you call
gear
the
to
newbies.
boot.
No, you know, if you said that Legend of Zelda about the people on that people they call the newfies, that could work better than the mummers because he is a newfie. So
Yeah.
oh, there we go. Now the
Legend
tunnel
of
rams need hugs, so it's
and
tunnel
the
rams, not
newfies on
drugs.
down.
Yes. Tunnel
That's
rams
what,
need
no,
hugs.
that's what you need on a T-shirt. Tunnel rams, not drugs.
Tunnel rams, not drugs.
On your next T-shirt, when you make another of those 50 caliber low-cat ones, sure that tunnel rams, not drugs.
Why not both?
It's a slogan, Dan. You can do all the drugs you want. Just make sure there's a tunnel ram.
There's nothing wrong with ibuprofen, okay? I live off that shit sometimes.
That's not the drugs we're talking about. Hello, Mark's Garage Channel. Thank you for driving by, sir. You are more than welcome to jump on. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. You are not required to, but you are certainly welcome to.
What the hell you hard at work for up there?
He's looking for something. The vacuum boys show up and the stream shrinks. No, these are not the vacuum boys. We only have a vacuum man. Well, a vacuum. Yeah, we'll go with man. Only one vacuum person. The other regular vacuum guy is nowhere in here.
Yeah, you know what? I just started. John Wilburn just texted me a little while ago, and well, he informed me that I actually destroyed a channel before I even knew, like, I was good at destroying channels. Remember that guy who I was who tied the vacuum manifold vacuum to ported vacuum? Remember that short? I did it like a long time ago. Yeah, apparently he deleted his channel.
You're just well, God. Now you're just killing random channels. What are you doing?
Well, this was way before I even realized it. He just texted me. He's like, "Hey, you remember the name of that channel?" It's like, "No, I'm pretty sure this is it." And he's no longer. Oh shit!
You killed another channel. Look what you did.
Contagious now.
You crazy Dutch bastard.
I thought that was kind of funny though.
Long fucking time ago, in a town called Kickapoo.
Oh, Illinois saying his car drives down the road every day and you can't even get yours down the track.
Wait, that's not what he said. He said
hey,
his car drives every day and goes down the track.
Down the track, you can't get yours to do either. I was being nicer than he was.
Does he realize in order to make that video, I had to drive the car down the road?
Dustin the specialist trying to come back on, but he's got his oh, there he is. Hello, sir. We thought Dan had killed off your channel as well.
Accidentally, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
You couldn't hear?
I couldn't hear Dan. Every time somebody comes in, it's like I have no audio and I got to back up and start over.
Not hearing Dan is a bonus. Just throwing it out there. Not hearing Dan is a bonus.
Well, okay, well, I'll just hop off then. Damn guy. Tunnel Ram stickers? That'd be good.
Yep. And there's Mark's channel. Well, thank you for jumping in, sir. Oh, we lost him again.
Oh. Uh-oh.
We lost him again. He's no longer below.
Quit.
I'm not. It's not on purpose.
Channels. Good Lord, man.
He's not even a troll.
It's just emanating from my little square.
Jesus. Yeah, Thupper's saying, yeah, drugs would be cheaper and I wouldn't need so much room to store them. It all depends. He's trying to come on. It's sort of becoming like when you try to go on Bear Roses Live.
I was just thinking about it. Yeah, I was just thinking about it.
I've got 2 Does Nothing specials and both of them are blank in the loading screen at the bottom. I'm trying to add him. Sorry, but it's not.
Hello.
I'm tried to add you, and it's not. There's nothing there.
Are
You're,
you
you're
on
blanked out on the screen.
stream? Not if you can hear me.
Did Dan kill your
Song
channel?
about tunnel ram.
Tom, you got to make that into a song. Trying to join a live stream. Can anybody hear?
Tunnel ram, tunnel ram, tunnel ram.
Yeah, you can almost do Tunnel Ram to Pickle Man or Puddle Man. Tunnel Ram, Tunnel Ram.
I've had an idea of a Tunnel Ram song. Still working it out.
Like I said, honestly, mine will probably blow up before No Name. Gotta change that trans. There, you there?
Wait, don't you
Yeah.
have an AOD trans, LNA? Yeah, you gotta change that. That thing's garbage.
Can you hear us, bud?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Because you kept going in. There's
That's really
actually
the important part.
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah. In the lower dashboard part on the StreamYard, there's 2 of you right now, but only one of you is active, and I can't get rid of the other one without getting rid of you. Because it kept trying to load 2 of you at the same time.
I don't know what's going on. I guess it's Florida internet coverage.
But now it's somebody else. Oh, what the heck's going on? Mark, if you were trying to come in, it's bounced you out. It says the device is not connected. You're more welcome to keep trying. Now it's someone else. It's not just you. Oh, nope. Now it's gone. Oh, what the heck? It must be off tonight.
Ah.
Yeah. Whoever was trying to jump on, keep doing so. You're more than welcome to come in. When I see it pop back in there, I will throw you on here.
Tenacious D is trying to shut down your stream.
Yeah, apparently. I
Just
do
like
is mention
saying
it.
one line.
Jackson is saying, I don't know if I've jumped on Bear Rose live yet. I've never had any trouble, but every time Dan's tried to jump on, he just blinks and goes away.
I can't join the man's stream. I've tried multiple times. But
It's a fun stream to be on.
yeah, that's what I thought. I haven't actually got to speak with him, like, well, not in person, but, you know, box to box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pepper does have a point. You got to get rid of that stupid AOD split input shaft. That was a interesting idea,
Mm.
to say the least. Jackson saying I had an issue when I would type a comment on my live stream last week and it would post twice. Yeah, that happens. I've never, other than posting the links, I'm not gonna post a comment in a live stream. And not even gonna try.
Kind of an irrelevant concept. I mean, you're thinking something, you could probably just say it.
Yeah, I'm sorry that Mark. I'm sorry that didn't work out, but I'm going to be doing these every Wednesday. You're more than welcome to jump in. I do appreciate you trying. Too bad it didn't work. I do apologize for that. Definitely go check out Mark's channel. Check out everybody's channel. Again, I'll probably say this to the point I'm blue in the face. I should just have it on recorder. But big reason is to spread the wealth and show everybody's channels off and get everybody extra subscribers and views. And lucky enough to have some people I like and consider friends on, and new people come on randomly as well that I don't know that well, which is cool. It's fun. This is supposed to be fun. It gives me a chance to not work on a car and not edit, and listen to Dan talk about flat-bladed screwdrivers. And
Which people enjoyed, by the way.
yes, it still doesn't mean you're right. It just means people are silly enough to watch it.
I don't know what to tell you guys. My next video is going to be me turning a Phillips into a flathead. That should get some views.
Dad, can you open this?
I can try.
It does.
Oh,
It's
wait.
too short.
Okay, I see.
What's
It
all
has
this? What's the deal with Rush and with Meatloaf and
thanks.
I'm sorry, Tom. I can't hear what you're saying.
6% just not into good music. I don't know.
what's the deal? Like you like Meatloaf, but you don't like Rush.
Rush sucks.
So does Meatloaf.
So yes, but I will listen to Meatloaf before I listen to Rush. Rush has
I will
ugly,
not listen to me. I hate opera as it is, and as far as I'm concerned, that's the opera of rock. And I'm not-
and that's fine. But what is Rush then? Rush is crap rock.
Rush is, I don't know. He had all the best musicians playing together.
Musically, no, like I said in the Discord, musically I like them just fine. I just when you put it together and they with a song, I just can't stand that shit. It's like bluegrass. I like the effort they put in, but I give no shits.
I like
It's not my thing.
I don't know.
Oh
mean,
god. Oh,
Tom
yeah,
Sawyer. Tom Sawyer is way better than anything that Meatloaf has ever
It
touched.
comes with the
well,
back.
actually, I think we've actually had a. If you play the song that Thumper's referring to, I won't have a channel anymore.
Then it will show he's a boy or a girl.
I'm assuming you know what it is.
Today.
Yeah, I know. That.
Random one.
Just the title of it alone will probably get me unmonetizable.
It's a boy or a girl.
Yeah, I don't think it's too YouTube friendly.
No, unfortunately, because it is a funny song, but it's taken in the wrong context. It could be a problem. Yeah. I'm not. We all know what song it is. We're not going to name it. So we'll go this far. It's the Bloodhound Gang.
So about Vacuum Advance.
No, that's good. We've already lost enough. We've already lost enough people on the channel there, pal. I don't need more. Rush has a good risk, but they make exactly. That's where I'm at with Rush. Thumper just highlighted it. Even there's a Nickelback song I like, but the rest of it's crap. I like Stevie Ray Vaughan. Everybody loves Stevie Ray Vaughan. I don't like him. No real reason. It's just not my thing.
I like Stevie.
You
gotta really be into like older blues.
I am. I'm extremely into older
like
blues.
Traditionally older blues.
I like that. I like that shit. It's one of my favorite things. But he drives me nuts. I don't know why.
Because he's too good at what he does.
No, I think this has more to do with race than anything else. I think 6%'s racist.
That's true. Yeah, he's.
I don't like the white blues guy. That's I'm a racist. Is that how that works? Reverse racism.
Well, let you like Buddy Guy.
Yeah, and Muddy Waters, and keep going and keep going and keep going.
All black.
Yeah.
That's like the
Roy
one
Cotter.
white guy. You're like, nope, I hate him.
No. Hey, I also like Roy Cotter. He's technically blues.
Yeah, no, the one white guy who's actually better than the rest of them. Yeah, I still don't like him.
Yeah, no. I'll put it to you like this. He is the flat tip screwdriver of music.
Also, he is the best. That's what you're saying.
In your mind, and everyone else's, no.
I don't know. I think a lot of people think that Stevie Ray Vaughan's a damn good guitar player.
I mean, he's very proficient at the guitar, but Hendrix.
Again,
I think Hendrix was more influential. Stevie could play faster, but
it's not the musical ability. It's partly the voice. It's the song structure. There's just stuff I don't like about it. That happens.
Yeah.
There we go. You could always play Steel Panther.
I hate hair metal. I mean, like I'm not into like Bud Light. I'm not into dudes dressing like ladies and playing Poison Star. It's not for me.
Wait.
I don't know how that ever got famous. Like Motley Crue, a bunch of dudes that look like chicks up there dancing around.
Manifold for the win. That
like
might be why you
Roses.
kind of slow, LA.
I like Guns N' Roses a lot better than anybody else from the 80s.
They were hair metal adjacent though, so
they weren't hair metal. They were, I don't know. If they were, they didn't like dress like it. didn't have perms and makeup on, so
Oh god.
kept in one
Jack
video.
Jack Stans is heading to Amazon to find the Bloodhound Gang song we are not mentioning. Good luck with that one.
Have fun.
It's a funny song. It's just not really a YouTube friendly song. Yeah, apparently
I
I'm
mean,
the
there's
opposite
not a
of
lot of
Clayton Bixby.
You know who Clayton Bigsby is?
Who are you asking?
I'm
Everybody.
assuming he's asking you.
I've heard the name.
It's a Dave Chappelle skit.
They did a sketch, and Clayton Bixby
Oh
was the
yeah.
black KKK leader.
Oh,
They always had him under a hood, and he was blind. He didn't know he was black.
Yeah, I remember
And-
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He when he found out he was black, he divorced his wife because he didn't want to be associated with someone who liked black people.
he's a straight shooter.
Yeah.
That guy knows what he wants and dislikes. Damn it. And he
Yeah.
don't let himself get in the way of that.
That's
It
the kind
was-
of guy
it
that
was
thinks a flat plate of
terribly
screwdriver is the
hilarious.
best thing on earth. So
It was very good.
You seem really salty about this flathead screwdriver thing. 6%.
I'm poking at you. I don't really care.
I should take a snap-on Phillips and turn it into a flathead.
You do whatever you want. You're just wasting money if you do that. Although they are replaceable.
Not really. The video
I
would pay
spend
for itself.
$120 on a screwdriver. I'm gonna instantly grind down.
Yeah, it's probably about $60 for one of them now.
Yeah, he could be like the whistling diesel of hand tools.
Yeah. Yeah, just start rooting all your crap. You'll get views.
You should
kinda doing that
go
anyway,
like do
yeah.
like everything you do. You should make like some tool that's not even designed to do it, and then make that tool do it. Like whatever
Like
you
a
got to
butter
do,
knife?
like completely demolish it just
Or
to
like-
like have it unscrew something or something. Yeah,
Or
I,
like-
I made this. I made this alternator into a flathead screwdriver.
Or like his little carburetor squirter thing. That video's out, right?
Yeah, I did. That actually surprised the hell out of me. I could not believe that
It
that
actually makes
twisty
sense.
piece of metal actually did something.
Well, it actually does make sense because it's
Well,
atomizing the air
yeah.
quicker, or the fuel quicker into the air.
Well, the concept I like. I mean, that's why I even considered getting one, because I thought it was a good concept. But at the end of the day, I didn't really think I would actually notice something in the seat of the pants, you know.
Yeah.
But-
I figured it would be more of a you notice it if you dynoed it kind of thing. Oh, Thumper's going to town in here. What is he? I need a car I can drop off my lift. Okay. I don't know where the connection is to that from his earlier comments, but hey, this is perfect for you. You need to put a screwdriver handle on the end of a butter knife.
You know, the butter knife is really very ergonomic already.
Yeah, but just to top it off, this is my gift to myself because my video did so well. It's the ultimate butter screwdriver. Or the
And
knife
then
driver.
butter some toast with it, and then unscrew something from your
Yeah.
carburetor.
No, that's perfect. You just put some toast in, start undoing something on your carburetor, toast pops up, butter it, go back to the carburetor.
Yeah,
Then I get
yeah,
butter
you're
on the carburetor.
completely multi-task.
It'll burn off. What are you worried about?
Yeah, it's lubricant. Plus, when that burns off, it's going to give off this rich, buttery aroma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You've seen people make barbecues, right? You're just making an internal one.
Land O'Lakes adds 5 more horsepower.
Yeah, it's like a sticker. You never know. Maybe it'll help atomize the fuel better. It'll give it something to stick to. It'll go down the cylinders better.
Yeah, they need some sort of advertisement since they
You know they have that water meth injection. You could do Land O'Lakes butter injection. Get like a butter heater and just shoot it right in there.
Did you watch that or what? No, no, you didn't. I
No,
know
dude,
you
I'm
didn't.
still behind. If it's anything you put out recently, I'm sorry, I haven't been able to watch anything. I'm
No,
way
no.
behind.
David Bizard put out a water injection video, which was very interesting. Encourage
No, I've
anybody to
never
go
actually
watch.
seen a Bizarre video. I've read his stuff, but if you put him in front of me, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know it was him. And yeah, and Thumper Jackson just found out it's not a YouTube friendly video. No, not now. No, the song is not YouTube friendly remotely. Still funny and kind of horrible at the same time. It's like a train wreck and a musical train wreck.
They might straight up just take your channel away.
Yeah, there's possibility. Although it's probably on YouTube. If you looked it up, it's probably there somewhere.
Oh, it's somewhere. It's probably
No,
been taken down 100 times, but somebody keeps putting it back up.
You would be completely fine up until you actually register. Like you'll get your 1,000 subs. You'll register for the partnership program. They'll scan through all your videos to see if you approve. They'll find that one, take the whole thing away.
Yeah, Thumper's got a good point. You
Yeah.
could use a background to toast of bread, so.
Yeah. I would have to induce a backfire though.
I'm sure you can try. Can't have your nice knife rusting, get it lubed up. Yeah, that's butter. Yeah. You don't want a rusty carb, just lube it up with butter. It could work. You know those butter fountains at the movie theaters where you can squirt the liquid butter and stuff? Just
That's
steal
not
one of
real
those
butter.
at the movie theaters that aren't open anymore and just put that over the carb. Just
Butter injection.
hot
Well,
butter injection.
So what we should all do, we should all make videos about some ridiculous thing to use a butter knife. Like I'll take a butter knife, grind down the whole thing to make a pick.
There you go.
And be like, here's dual purpose. Then I'll butter some bread with the pick and then play guitar.
No, but this could work. You could go, I'm beyond nitrous. I've gone to butter injection.
I don't know. I think you've crossed the threshold here. And this is way beyond.
Oh, yeah.
So-
But your goofy ideas are fine, but my goofy ideas don't work. Okay.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to say it out loud, but yeah, your goofy ideas don't work, and mine seem to. So
Mm-hmm. That's because I don't do those. I don't do the goofy things like that.
you should. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to attract the people you're attracting with these videos. Is part of the problem.
You gotta get over that sometime. You're on YouTube.
I like the
Bigger you get,
game stuff is good.
the more that's just gonna naturally happen.
Oh, I understand that. It's going to happen by osmosis. That's fine. I just don't want to go out there going, here we go. Come and do stupid shit. Come and do stupid shit.
That's where the money is, though, man. I'm telling you, that's where all the views are.
Yeah,
At the
butter
end of the
lubes
day,
the
we
valves.
are entertainment first and
Butter
foremost.
lubes the valves. Oh, you can even go one step further. You can do butter and bacon. Throw some bacon in there. Crumbles.
I think I'll stick to making a Phillips into a flathead. I really think that'll piss off people, which is ultimately the goal.
I understand that. That's what I'm trying not to do. I'll accept the fact that it's going to take me a little longer to get where I need to be because I don't want to sit there and go, you pissed off yet? You pissed off yet? You pissed off yet? That's your thing. You do it. I'm not going to tell you not to.
Oh,
I just don't want it.
Stay tuned for my Nickelback video. That's liable to piss off a lot of people.
Yes.
So by that logic, I should go make a video how Rush sucks. So.
I'm
I mean, you
surprised you
could.
haven't already.
You should.
But that's not what I do.
I mean, I wouldn't put out false information either if I were you.
Well, it works for your brother. Why would I not do it?
I mean, this is America. You can put out whatever video you want to put out.
Because it's against your code.
No, I just don't want to deal with the bullshit. At some point, if I get desperate enough, I'll just start hawking crap. So.
I feel like I can weigh in on this Nickelback thing.
I think that'll be a good video.
Oh, it's going to be hilarious.
His ears are still ringing from the hydrogen bottle he blew up yesterday. Well, try not to do that. Just a thought.
But yeah,
No, and I would just simply add why I think
Tannerite.
it wasn't a on purpose explosion.
Speaking of explosions, we need to get Tannerite.
Yes. We have to blow it up with the 50 or 45.
Yeah.
What are we
but
going to blow up, though? That's the
I
real
don't know.
important part.
We're going to blow something pretty cool up, though.
Yeah. Like a Phillips
Junkyard
screwdriver.
mustache.
I don't think I think a screwdriver would become
Yeah,
hazardous.
try not to go
health.
with anything that's going to be an instant projectile. Just a thought.
But that's where the fun is.
I mean, what are we? We're going to stand behind the Iron Horse?
No,
Yeah.
we're going to shoot it up into the sky.
What?
Yeah,
How do you know where it's going to go? It's an explosion.
because we can get like a barrel, like a big, steel drum or something to shoot it
It'll
off.
blow up
into.
the drum if you have everything off or not quite right. You can blow the damn drum up.
That's good YouTube content too.
I
People
mean,
love
I'd blow up
it.
a drum before I'd just blow up a
Tom's picking
screwdriver.
pieces of barrel out of your face. Yeah, that's going to be great YouTube content.
My luck.
You don't have to stand right
screwdriver's
next
gonna
to
end
the
up in my
damn thing.
face.
You set up a tripod, you hit record, and you just go.
I'm gonna be out in the field somewhere. Like, I thought my house was around here somewhere. This screwdriver just hanging out of my head. Man, I think that explosion had a little zam to it. I feel a little weird.
Number's saying raccoon carcasses and tannerite. Trust him. Now, I
Looking
don't
forward to
know.
getting a raccoon carcass.
Raccoon.
I don't know if it would be something that could be shipped, but I have a friend that can make ballistics gel.
I think you can ship it not like solidified.
If you don't mix it right, it'll come out like crap. That's the only. I don't know how temperature sensitive it is. I'll have to ask her.
I think it's pretty. I think I don't know. Every time they did it on MythBusters, they did it like in a cooler environment. So
Yeah, because I'm just thinking of trying to ship it from here to you guys would probably be the problem. I know survive.
I mean, surely it can't be that hard to mix. I mean, it's basically a powder you mixed in water, isn't it? Essentially.
I can't remember. She did it at one of the other gun weekends we had a long time ago, but it's been forever. There's definitely, if you get the mix off, it doesn't come out right, and she actually knows exactly how to do it. So now there's also, this is true, oxyacetylene in trash bags. Holy for the love of God!
he's just trying to get us to blow our arm out.
Say what?
Blow it up. He wants you to blow it up.
Blow it up. What are we blowing up?
You.
Probably ourselves. That's what we use paper towel for views.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
We'd have to have a long paper towel chain. I mean, fuse isn't that expensive. We look at a bunch of fuse.
No, you just want to have something that shields the fuse when it's lit, so the sparks don't go to wherever you're popping off.
Shoot a flaming arrow at it.
I like the flaming arrow idea.
Mhm.
We gotta. Well, if we're gonna do that, then we gotta get like a horse, ride a horse in, and then shoot it off the horse. Flaming arrow off it.
I know a guy
You
with
need
a horse. Yep, I know a guy with a horse. We
His
can
name
get this
Eric.
horse. Yes.
Eric has horses.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, technically, he doesn't have them anymore. His dad has them since he's moved, to Fargo. But the horse is still alive, I think. I'm pretty sure.
You
It hates
think?
me. Yeah.
What do you
Possibility.
think? Like, what would have died from old age? Because that's not good. I
Old
don't want to
age.
ride some decrepit horse into
The dad didn't want
anywhere.
to deal with the horse anymore. So shot him dead. I don't know.
He's with a horse.
Huh?
He shot him dead because he just didn't want to be with him.
Look,
Why
they
wouldn't he just
live
sell
out
him?
in the farmland. Okay, that's just the shit you do.
They
No,
shoot horses for all sorts of reasons.
and that's just one of them.
Broken leg, bam. I don't like you anymore, bam.
Circle
I ain't
line.
feeding your ass anymore.
Sell the damn thing. Don't cap it. It's not like it's in,
You
he's
can't
a
just
king.
sell. You can't just sell it.
Oh,
Okay,
why?
because nobody would buy it. It's the horse market is the horse has to have value. It has to either be a workhorse. You have to be able to ride it. If it's an old horse, then you can't ride the thing because it's not broken in anymore. It's just old. And so there's no use
Okay,
for it.
okay.
There
So
are rescues
new
would take
like
the horse. Don't cap it.
But what are you
so
gonna do with it then? Just set it free?
either way,
No,
Dan.
there's animal rescues that take horses. Don't just kill the damn thing.
I literally
Right.
said I wanted to ride a horse in and shoot an arrow off of it, and now you're telling me that this horse that this guy has isn't rideable. The whole thing that I wanted to do.
Oh, the
So why
horse
are we even
used to
still
be
talking about this
rideable.
horse?
If you don't keep riding it, then eventually it just won't let you ride it anymore. If you rode a horse once, it's not just going to let you ride it again after 15 years of not getting ridden.
So are you suddenly like the horse whisperer from the produce department now, or what?
No, my best friend is Eric, and he has horses. He lived on a little hobby farm. Trust me, I learned a thing or two hanging out with this guy.
Okay. Well, I'm not
He
gonna
actually
trust
knew
him.
what
Maybe
was going on.
Riding a horse, Mustang, horse,
I'm gonna ride
pony.
this horse 3 feet, and it's gonna fall and then decapitate me somehow.
Well, you will be riding the horse because last time I tried to ride the horse, it nearly wanted to kill me. Did not like me at all.
I can see that.
So to be fair, it really doesn't bother me at all. If
You know what the horse's problem was?
What?
Your whole fascination with flathead screwdrivers. That's what the problem.
Mhm. Yep.
No,
Even
I think the
animal
horse
life
likes
can't.
flatheads too.
No, I it could have been. He saw how you drove your Mustang up to the farm. He was like, "Bullshit! You're gonna get on me that you're treating a Mustang like that."
I'm pretty sure Eric knew that the horse wasn't going to like me, but he just thought it'd be funny anyway.
Well, yeah, that's
Which it
probably.
was.
Yeah, was he filming it for YouTube or was this before that?
No,
Did
this
it
was
bite?
before the YouTube thing.
Old horse. Okay, here's an idea. How about we find a horse that will let people ride it?
What
What?
fun is that?
Not one
I-
that's gonna try to kill me. I'd appreciate that.
I have a red one.
I don't want to
Also-
have to shoot this flaming arrow into a back of a horse's head because it's not cooperating.
Well, beyond that, is your flaming arrows going into something that's gonna explode, right?
Yes, hopefully.
Okay. What do you think the horse is gonna do when it hears a massive explosion? You're gonna fucking panic.
Probably just sit around.
We need a death
I mean,
horse.
Yeah, there you
What?
go.
a
The
deaf
big flashing
horse.
lights weren't connected either.
Well, no, Dixie was deaf. Our dog was deaf. There's deaf animals out
Yeah,
there. Come on, we just
ride
gotta
a
find
deaf horse, or ride a deaf dog, and that'll work out. Shoot an arrow from a deaf dog.
How about we build a horse?
Why don't you just ride your fucking lawnmower? Whoa!
Because
I think that'd be more entertaining at this
the
point.
lawnmower that's in my yard is my neighbor's.
Is it?
Yeah, he just hasn't taken it yet, which I'm gonna probably push it over to his house pretty soon.
Well, no, squatters' rights. Has it been there at least 90 days?
Been there all winter.
Well, it's yours now.
Wow, I don't just take shit from people. I know how that feels, Dan. Having stuff taken from you.
Wait, what? No, okay. What's the implication here? What have I ever taken from you?
Oh God,
You
here we
haven't
go.
taken anything from me.
Exactly.
The people I was in a band with took stuff from me.
Oh,
The most important stuff.
I feel like the guitar was worth more than a lawnmower, though.
By a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
You could have probably bought like at least a really nice zero turn lawnmower with what I could have had that guitar for.
People
No,
are
that
saying
must-
Dan got his Mustang from Tom because Tom left it in his garage for 91 days.
That was not mine. I do not want that thing.
It was their dad's.
I don't
You sure
want
you don't
anything I
want
have
that
to
car?
physically work on.
Yeah,
Dan, tell them about the time I changed brakes on one of my cars.
Wait, what?
Tell them about the time I had to change the brakes on one of my vehicles.
Well, it was complete catastrophe.
I mean, it got done.
Well, it got done, yeah, but you wouldn't
The
have wanted to been there
expletives
while
that
it was
came out of my
getting done.
mouth.
Yeah, Tom has made it very clear he does not want anything given to him that requires maintenance.
Yes. Although, for whatever reason, he wants to drive 20 hours one way for a motorcycle that doesn't run.
Because I like
Because it's
motorcycles.
content. Then you get to meet your
Motorcycles
buddies.
is way better than cars. It's way easier to get a motorcycle to run than it is a car.
Okay.
Well, it is for me.
Sure. I can believe that. Yes.
Yeah, that Neverboard has a very good question. That way, Dan's always working on your cars in the live stream or in your shorts, Tom.
Yes. That's
Yes.
pretty much all my stuff he's working on. And
Pretty
changing the
much.
tires. Yep.
Removing the backing shield that's just rusted up.
I mean,
Don't need it.
it was just sitting
Don't
there.
need it. No, wasn't doing nothing anyway, causing noise.
I mean, it wasn't really doing a real good job of keeping any dust out of anywhere, so I don't know what the hell it was even for, but
It itself was turning to dust.
it was.
So it
But
was a
now
rush
it looks very lovely around your mailbox, I must say.
Yeah, I like it. It gives it
You're
a
turning more and more
rustic
into a
feel.
car guy. By the way, he's got a tire with a duct tape fixing like a bald spot on it, sitting out in his front yard. He's got that rusty piece of backing plate around his mailbox. You're turning into a car guy.
No, just stuff's falling off, and I'm not really going to great lengths to hide it. Or
So wherever it falls off is where it lives? Is that kind of what we're going with? Oh, damn, the car only made it a block away from the house. It's going to stay here forever now.
hey, we just plugged a tire.
That's
You
true.
seen my what the shit short? Yeah, I just came out. That was literally like 10 minutes after I got home from being down the block at the store. I went to the store, came back from the store, went inside the house, Then I went to go check the mail, and then noticed that my tire was completely flat. There was a full Allen wrench wedged up into my tire.
Yeah, full on fucking Allen wrench.
I swear to you, I thought it was like a drill bit, like one that
Yeah.
you'd like snap into the chuck on like a impact. It was an Allen wrench. And somehow it went in and then like curved, and then all you saw was
Was the very
the
end of it. Yeah.
yeah.
Sitting here
think
pulling it out, and he's pulling it out. I'm like, wait, is that a fucking Allen wrench? And then he pulls it out, and sure as shit, it was.
Yeah, it was probably Dan's Allen wrench.
No,
I picked up a chainsaw file one time.
Well, the store I went to is under like heavy construction, right? And so the best I can think of is it came from there, but I have no.
I don't think they use the Allen wrenches under heavy like construction.
I didn't assume they did either, but I guess I was on Facebook and like there's been 6 people now that have been Super One like during all this construction and had to get new tires because they had stuff on the tires.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I'd
the
assume
only
that,
one.
Somebody was assembling IKEA furniture and got pissed at the tiny little Allen wrench they had to put together with and just chucked it.
In the Super One parking lot.
Yep.
Oh, I got to do something while my wife's in there shopping.
They got a forklift just sitting outside in that parking lot, just unattended. It's kind of funny.
What
Well,
one?
that'd be a good shirt. Go steal a forklift.
The Family Dollar or the
The one there where the old Super One was.
old Super One?
Yeah, the old Super One.
Super One moved 2 blocks down the street, and now it's a Super One.
It's a super duper one.
Super duper one.
Yeah. And now Family Dollar and Dollar Tree are gonna go from their location to the old Super One building.
So you have $2 stores in the same complex?
Yeah,
I think Dollar Tree bought the Family Dollar franchise, so they've been opening up a bunch of like connected Dollar Tree Family Dollars.
Just seems kind of weird.
Hey, if it's too loud on my end, just let me know, okay? I gotta crank this thing up and get some damn air conditioning.
I think we're probably going to kill it in a couple of minutes here. It's we've been on 3 hours now, or I have anyway.
I have been kind of wanting to do forklift content at some point. But I think I could make a really good tutorial.
Do you guys have one at your store or no?
Not a real one, just a walk behind one, which is not even a real forklift.
That's like a pallet jack with more steps.
Yeah, it's basically a pallet jack that goes up really high. I was legitimately forklift master in my time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, scissor lift today.
Oh, that reminds me. When I was talking to the military guy, I got to send. He had some sources for Chrysler flatheads. I got to give the junkyard. I forgot to just remind me of that. Because a lot of the military vehicles and a lot of the generators and stuff are all little flathead 6s.
This flatheads are good.
Possible parts. Well, that industrial motor was in everything, and I know he's having trouble finding anything that isn't, an arm and a leg. Oh, excuse me. Well, I think I'm probably going to call it, boys, if you guys are all right with that.
Works for me.
So if you guys would like to say your goodbyes, we will start to close it on down.
Bye.
Bye.
If you guys would like to, please go check out their channels and subscribe to them, especially with Tom with his music. If there's anything you like, send an email to Captain Fantastic down there, and he will get you the song you want.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and subscribe so I can race a U-Haul.
Yeah, he needs to race a U-Haul.
It's not going to be fast, but it's going to be something to look at.
Yeah, in case anybody is new in the last 3 hours or hour and a half, if you want to see a U-Haul race a Model T, you got to get that guy. Him. I'm too tired to keep doing this. Get that guy to 500 subs because it is guaranteed to happen if he gets to 500 subs.
Yep.
But if he
And
doesn't get
how
500
sad
subs,
would it be if a U-Haul did not win the bracket race at No Name Nationals? Come on.
And
no.
if you're
But, and
lucky,
you'll never
might just
know if you
enter
don't
the
help him.
burnout competition. We'll see.
If you want to see that kind of awesome action, help this guy right there get to 500 subs before September. Hopefully before the end of the month, damn it. Come on. Chop,
Check
chop.
out the new song, The Legend of El Dano.
Yes.
This is basically a song that he's writing for himself in his head.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
that
agree with
hero.
that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for dropping by, and we'll see you next week.